Coach Pope to be successful, and I'm behind those guys. And there's a lot of people out there who do not want Coach Pope to be successful. Um, I can't tell those guys how to feel. This is a very rough time right now between the BBN. Make sure. Uh, so we want to have a good time tonight. But once again, I can't tell people how to feel. I can't tell you to like Coach Pope. I can't tell you to not like him. It's completely on you. But call in tonight and let's hear what you got to say. The link is right there. Also, guys, don't forget, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that like button on your way in the room right now. And please come on over and subscribe as well too. I appreciate you guys for being here. And let's just have a good time tonight. Hopefully, I don't have any bad microphone issues tonight. Soon as I go live, something goes wrong. So I definitely hope that you guys can hear me, and I hope that you guys can see me okay as well too. These are see the guys that was in the NBA draft 3 years ago. The other fan bases, they waste no time coming on in the room and getting started. So I guess I apologize in advance for those guys. So uh, let's just be louder than those guys. I hope so. Once again, hit that like button if you haven't already, and please do me a favor, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps the channel out more than you know. For real. If it's your first time watching, I'm actually broadcasting from Saudi Arabia, and we do this on Thursday night. So I'm very excited about being here. Before we get into the show full time, let me get my little theme song going for the show, and then we'll start rock and rolling with it. Let's do this.
Check it out, it's the show. You know, crowd tightened up as we let the flow go. No fake hype, just real BBN talk. It's the loyal BBN fan show. Stand tall.
First time you watch, you're a guest in the zone. Second time around, you're your family or home. So raise your hands, let's make it loud. BBN fans strong, we're here, we're proud.
All right, guys, let's get right into this tonight, man. I'm not sure if we'll have a 4-hour show tonight, but we definitely gonna be here for at least 2 hours. I got some stuff in the morning that I got to take care of that's gonna require me to get out of here and everything. Man, yesterday driving home from work, man, I don't think I've ever been, as an adult in my life, been so afraid of having an accident and getting hit. Because I had an accident maybe about 3 weeks ago, I guess. Yeah, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. About 3 weeks, I had an accident and I got hit. So yesterday, I just felt like I was going to get hit yesterday. And when I got home, man, I was just so happy to get home yesterday and not get in a car accident. So I'm here. I'm excited. And let's have a good show tonight. Let's get some callers in here. If we're getting a lot of callers in, your time that you'll have, if you're a new caller and if you never called in before, I give you a little bit more time just because you haven't called in before. But I want to make sure that we get as many people as we can through. They can do at the top of the page. It's pinned. You can just click the link. It'll bring you in. You shouldn't have to download anything. You don't have to pay for anything. This is all free for you. And I'll let you into the room. Just put your name. You can use video or you can use audio. It's really completely up to you on how you want to do it. But let's maximize the time that we have here tonight, maybe about 2 hours or so. So let's maximize the time that we got, and let's have a good time, and let's get some good calls in here. So here's the link. The link's at the top of the page. If We got a call already. So let's just get right into it. I think he tries to be the first caller, but hey, he's calling, so let's get it in. Let's see what he got to say. Once again, if you call in and somebody else is calling, then I'm gonna try to get you off so I can get them in so we can rotate through a lot of different opinions tonight. That's what the show is about. So let's get the first caller right now. Brandon, what's going on, brother?
What up?
What up, man?
All right.
Doing good? You got your phone on
Yeah, I'm
Wi-Fi?
good.
What's
Yeah,
up,
I
man?
just
What's on
turned
your
it off.
mind? Okay.
So,
And it's not just because of rate.
I don't.
I can go get what you need.
So
Dollar
I'm a,
General a
I'm a,
lot cheaper than I can Walmart.
I'm a part of a couple pages on Facebook,
Okay.
and everybody keeps saying that
Well,
it's a JMI problem. It's a JMI problem. Okay, if it was a JM, let's get something clear real quick. Okay, if it was a JMI problem, then
Yeah.
how come Will Stein's getting all the players that he's getting?
I don't know. I mean, that's a question. I'm just like a fan like you. That those are one of those questions that I often ask myself too as well. But I mean, it's a different program. They require a lot of different assistance more than we do. But is it JMI? Is it Pope?
I
I
don't.
don't know.
My opinion, and this is my opinion, and I know everybody's got their own opinion. I don't think it's a JML problem.
Okay.
wait,
I think
I'll bring it
that the problem is, um, he gets to the negotiating table and it's just him and his staff. When it doesn't need to be him and his staff. It needs to be a GM. That way, the GM can connect with the agents of these players, and then the agent can contact back to the player and say, "Hey, this is what such and such university offered you. Do you want it, or do you not, or do you want more?"
Yeah.
If you don't, and somebody had a good,
that
Matt Jones and KSR had a good point, and I made the point to somebody else on another social media platform, and they agreed with me.
Go get my sweatshirt.
I think that depends on who the new AD is next year after Mitch leaves. I believe that he'll be evaluated depending on the outcome of his season. And I think that one of the terminations for him to be able to keep his job after this year, he'll have to hire a GM or he won't be able to keep his job.
Is that just Coach Polk being stubborn and don't wanna get a GM and think
Yes.
he's and
Yes.
think he's capable of doing all that by himself? I mean, let's be real
Yes.
here, Brendan. I know people say, well, they don't get on social media, they don't pay attention, dude. It, the temperature, the climate is so hot around Kentucky basketball. There's no way that he doesn't understand that the fan base is calling for him and it's other teams around there who's doing the same thing. And when Will
Hmm.
Stein when he made his comments, I heard it about the GM. Is to me that was taking a subtle hit or what's name at Coach Pope. Like, look, we're gonna get a
Right.
GM because this is how everybody's doing it. And I'm not even gonna
Yep.
mess around. I'm not even gonna play. I'm going straight and do it. And I'm doing the thing that we're supposed to be doing right now, and that's to get a GM and let them do what they do well. Let me coach and let you go get my players in. I get them through the door, and then you close on the deal. And if Coach Pope is not closing on the deal, come on, Coach Pope, you got to go get a GM. Something. Look, and then
You
again, we
got.
could be
Um,
there's we. What's up? Go ahead.
and another thing is too. Okay, what's Keegan Brown doing? What's he doing?
He got a job.
He was supposed to. He was the dude you brought in for roster development. What's he doing? To me, it seems like he's doing absolutely nothing. I
So
mean,
let me ask
you had 14. Hold on, you had 20 in the last 2 years. We've had 20 people on 14 visits to University of Kentucky for basketball, and he's not landed none of them. None of them.
It's a deep problem, bro. It is, and I'm one of the individuals who still believes in Pope. Well, rooting for Pope to be successful. Let me just be transparent. I'm rooting for him to be successful. But
Right. I
is
mean,
he setting
at,
is he setting himself up for success? I don't know that. Yeah,
and then at the end of the day, if you sit and think about it, at the end of the day, yeah, is he one of our own? Yes, he is. But at the same time, it's not like it was 10, 15 years ago. College basketball is not like it was 10 years ago.
yeah.
These kids nowadays, they're not playing. They're not playing. The front of the jersey days is over. We're not playing for that no more. We're playing for who's on the back of the jersey, what name's on the back of that jersey. And if these kids are not getting the dollar amount that they want, then they're just not gonna come. It's just that plain and simple. And
Well,
another thing is, everybody's like, well, he he missed out on Stokes. Okay, think about it. I've heard a lot of people say that he does not get along with teammates and staff and has a very, very bad attitude.
this is Stokes, right? You say
Yes.
okay.
Do we, in your opinion, would we want something like that at our university that's going to cause conflict inside the locker room?
Honestly, I'm being real with you. I was upset that we didn't get Stokes in the moment. But this is one of those situations where I haven't really sat back and was like, man, dude, like something is just drastically wrong with UK. We couldn't even get Stokes. I like I haven't even given it a lot of second thought. Like I thought I was gonna be down for a day or two just because we didn't get Stokes. But honestly,
Hmm.
I've moved on from that kid. Now I know a lot of people are angry,
Right.
and just like I said on the show before, a lot of people are glad that we didn't get Stokes for the simple fact of that's another way that we can say, see, Coach Pope cannot get the guys here, get rid
Right.
of it. And then there's a
No, I
then
agree.
and yeah, and so that's why that there's a BBN Civil War right now is because half of the fan or a lot of the fan base they really genuinely wanted Stokes to be on the team. But then there's a lot of people who said, I don't want Stokes for the reason that you just stated. So and they have their own agendas of we need ammunition to be able to get rid of Coach Pope. And I don't want him to be able to land him. I don't want him to be able to land anybody because the sooner the people can wake up and see that he can't get anybody, then the sooner we can get Coach Pope out the door. That's where we at right now. So
Hmm.
it's the fan base, and if you say anything wrong about Coach Pope, well, you're just a negative fan. And
Right.
then if you support Coach Stokes, well, you're just an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. Why would you
Right.
want him here? He's never. So it's. I don't know how you win. I don't know how Coach Pope wins except to win. That's it. Winning solves everything. And
And some
you might,
and somebody
yeah,
else that I mean, I'm not going to put out their name like I'm not going to put their name out like this, but there's another person I follow on social media on another social media platform, and he had a point. This year is going to be so toxic, it's not even going to be funny.
that's why you got to win. That's why you got to win. You want if you want to shut up the toxicity, and if you don't want, and if you don't want it to be so negative, we got to win. Anything outside of winning, it's gonna get louder and louder and louder. Yep.
Yep.
So and so it's almost like we better go 40-0. Otherwise, every time we lose a game, and it's gonna be crazy, bro. Anything else you got, man?
I don't know if you're aware of it, but I don't know what social media platforms you have, but supposedly Tyron Stokes, when he was here visiting, signed his NIL revenue with Kansas while he was here. I don't know if you was aware of that.
Yeah. Oh, that's big time news if that's the case. Yeah. Absolutely.
And
Like
and
like
and, and it's true because there's been Kansas people that's even came out and said it now, and a member of KSR tried to reach out to Pope and them and tell them about it, and they wouldn't call him back.
yeah. I mean, it's. I mean, I'm look. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put all that Tyron Stokes stuff inside this bottle, seal the top, and throw it in the ocean and let it float all the way
Right.
all the way away from me. You know, I'm just look for me. I'm 100% glad that this Tyron Stokes stuff is over,
I am too.
and I'm
I am
you know
too.
what I'm saying, and I'm
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
am
I'm
too.
excited about just moving forward with whatever Kentucky does here after now. So I
Do
mean,
you
we still got some pieces that we can still add. We got to just see how it all unfolds.
do you? And I'm gonna ask you this, Big Mike. Do you think, in your opinion, is there somebody out there that is in the portal but declared for the draft that can come back? Do you think any of them would even consider coming here?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, and I've said this before. I don't really follow that that really closely. I know Jimmy and those guys do, and I know a lot of you guys do. It's I just don't follow it that closely. I hear it when a lot of people hear it, but as far as just following it, like I couldn't even really tell you who's even out there, who's even available. Maybe I should get more involved with that, but it's so time consuming that I'm like
Right,
I barely have time for things what I need to get done. So I don't. Yeah,
right. No, I understand. I mean, it's
yeah, yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
I'm I'm trying to be optimistic about the whole
Yeah,
situation,
I
but
got you.
it's
Yeah,
hard. It's
yeah,
hard
I got you.
because you had you waited all this time for one player. Why? Why? When
Yeah,
you probably knew from the get go you didn't have a chance, and you missed out on Donnie Freeman. You missed out. You missed out on the guy from Colorado. I mean, you missed out on several men that could have took his spot.
yeah,
But you chose to wait. Oh no, I'm going to wait and see what Stokes does. I'm like, if I would have been the coach, I'd have been like, okay, I'd have got to the negotiating table with him and his agent, and I'd be like, look, this is the deal. I need a yes or no from you before we leave from this table today if you're committing to me. If you're not committing to me, we are moving on and I'm going to fill out my roster.
yeah. I mean, you have to. I mean, you can't get played like that, and he got played, and now once again, now that that's over, I'm just like, who's Tyron Stokes? We'll see you November 10th. That's all I can do. Yeah, yeah.
And
Yep.
my thing,
I just got to
I
move
mean,
on.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I hope I'm wrong,
Yeah,
and I'll be the first one to admit it. I hope when we play them, we beat them like a drum
yeah. I do too. Yeah,
to show him what
and
he missed out on.
yeah, I do too. And he's a solid player, but I think we're gonna go at him. I do. I think we're gonna go at him, and you know, we'll see what happens. We do.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
All right, man. That's all I got. I wanted to just speak my piece. But you have a good night. Enjoy your show.
All right, I appreciate it, Brendan. Thank you, brother.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
man.
Bye bye.
Yeah, yeah. You too. All right, later, bro.
Bye
Yeah,
bye.
yeah. Hey, Brendan. Hey, let me. Oh, he cut it off. Yeah. So, um, so man, we just gotta move on from Tyron Stokes. I'm glad that whole thing is over, bro. And I want to see how Mark Pope can close off this roster. And this guy's out of our systems. I don't sit around and dread on him and stuff like that. He's an 18, 17 year old young man. Maybe when he gets a little older, maybe he'll look back and says, maybe hindsight, maybe I should have did things a little bit different. But hey, that's up with him and his people, and the people who control what he's doing. They got they got to look in the mirror and says, hey, we got paid, but at what cost? Whatever. Drunk off a light. So if what if Kansas have said sign or we move on? Same thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was a maybe that's what they did, and maybe that's why he supposedly signed his NIL deal like a month ago, or whatever he did a month ago. He did something like a month ago as well. But yeah, but who's next for UK? But more importantly, who's the next caller that's going to call in? The link is at the top of the page. All you got to do, let me see if I can post it right here again. All you got to do is hit this. And once again, whatever you have to say, I don't agree or disagree with it. These are your thoughts and these are what you're able to say. And I'm not here to tell you that you're wrong or that you're right. It's your opinion. Unless it's just something crazy out there in the field, then yeah, I will. As they say, I will check you. But I try not to because most of these people know a whole lot more than I know. So I try to stay in my lane for sure. Big guy, how do I call in? I promise to offer a lawyer BBN fan insight to help bridge the divide. Hey Robert, I just posted a link. All you gotta do is just are you using an Apple or because I think you gotta use Google Chrome. Once again, Robert, I apologize for how we have to do this. I'm in Saudi Arabia, so this is the best. This is the best that I can do. We've been having really good shows with this process. Majority of the people can get through. Sometimes people can't. So I always like to apologize in advance if you're one of the individuals who can't get through. But I definitely just no cussing on the show. That's all I ask is just no cussing, no drinking alcohol beverages beverages while you on the show. So please do that, okay? The great Marco Santos is next. Okay, sure. He's great. Okay, did. So yeah, so just anybody want to call in. Once again, if you're a new caller, I give you a chance to talk a little bit more. If you never called in before, just want to try to get a lot of different opinions through here tonight, if all possible. Once again, we'll probably be here for maybe just about 2 hours tonight. Rob, I think that's him. Let's see if I can get him in. Hey Rob, how you doing, man?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Good, good. I'm glad that you got through, man.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So what's on your mind?
And so I always enjoy watching the content. So first, I appreciate you bringing it up and having some tough conversations. So I know I am tuned in and kind of listening to every single thing about BBN and what's going on and where our off season's gone. And so I thought I would just share my perspective as a lifelong Kentucky fan.
Okay.
And so with that being said, and kind of and really hopefully temper some of the expectations in and around this, right? So I
Yes,
think
sir.
we often, our expectation going in is Mark Pope was one of our own, right? And so
Yeah.
it's really important that we had these expectations, but our expectations were we thought he was going to do the same thing Tubby Smith did, win a national title in year one. We thought he was going to do what Cal did and get, Final Fours and championships in the first 5 years. And the expectation has always been there, but I think we don't give him enough credit that in year one, he took a bunch of mid-major players and he took them to the Sweet 16 that we hadn't been to in I don't know how many years, 2, 3, 4, right?
Wow.
And
Mhm.
so I think the expectation around him was, oh, well, we went to the Sweet 16. Now we should go to the Elite Eight and we should go to the Final Four. But what he, what I see, right, was he got around, he started listening to staff and everybody around, and he went out and he paid this money, which again, we as the loyal, fan base, we let the narrative run with the media at $22 million. But if you look at the stats, we're like 12 or 13 on the pay chart. But we let the media run it like we were the highest paying college out there. We weren't.
Yeah.
We were in the top 15. But I think the reality, when we think about Big Blue Nation, I'm hoping this year, with what he's, putting together, have we missed on products and people that we've gone after? Yeah. But I
Mm.
think we got to start having conversations about character and fit.
Yeah.
Like who are these kids? At their core, are they good people? I think Denzel Aberdeen was a great person. At least listening to him talk to the media, hearing how his family interacted. And again, I think that those are the types of characters we should be looking at. So I think, a lot of these kids in college basketball have skill, whether they're at the mid-major level, there are diamonds in the rough. But I think we got to start talking about character and fit, not about how much money we can put at him. Tyron Stokes, I didn't think was it from day one.
Okay.
He had personality issues that, I mean, look at what is it, Daryl Peterson in Kansas. Matter of fact, look at Jaden Quayton's last year. I'm gonna be honest, that was a strategic move by his base to keep his draft stock protected. That knee swelling all year long. He had the fastest recovery humanly possible, and all of a sudden we got knee swelling for 9 weeks in a row. Nah, we all know it was draft stock. But again, we paid him a massive bag, and he showed us one game of promise. He had an off game, and then all of a sudden they were like, well, wait a minute, we can't have off games. That hurts our stock. And so we played this strategic game, and we kind of limped through the season last year. But what I saw last year and what I kept talking about in all these, group chats that I could talk about is the reality is we just didn't have an identity. We had a bunch of individual superstars who weren't playing team. There was no team concept. It was a bunch of individuals trying to put up statistics that they quote unquote either thought they were needed to do because they got paid, or the expectation around the media was that they needed to do it. But I think, when I talk about bridging the gap of the Kentucky fan base, and I listen to these chats and I see, even our own fans, Mark Pope, should be fired and we should get rid of him. I'm like, this is a second year coach. Like, is the expectation high at Kentucky? Absolutely. Uh, I mean, I've been a Kentucky fan since I was born. If you don't think we wake up every single day and expect a championship, I mean, this is the reason why we're Kentucky. But the expectation is that we grow and develop a program. Rick Pitino grew. He didn't make a championship in the first year. He developed an identity. If I could tell Mark Pope or anybody else one thing, go back to our core of what those 90s Kentucky Wildcats looked like. They were intimidating through their defense. They were absolutely formidable in every facet. Were they athletic? Were they powerful? But there were a couple 5-star kids on those teams of Derek Anderson and Ron Mercer and all these guys, but they went out and they found diamonds in the rough. And so I think it's just about finding identity. I'm hoping that the loyal fan base will get around and figure out, hey, let's start looking at these kids and their character. Let's start asking them the questions that matter. How do you how do you treat your family on Sunday? What type of person do you want to be when you grow up? What are your expectations after the university or after basketball? Because again, I think they all have skills. And, this kid from Israel that he's scouting now, that he flew out to Tel Aviv and all this other stuff. I mean, he didn't perform. And unfortunately, that's the way the game is. So, I mean, there's another kid I just heard somebody talking about today, European prospect, Stefan. Yeah, I would go after this kid, And again, I have these conversations, but I think the Tyron Stokes thing, we drug it out way too long, thinking he was going to change the entire course of things, and it cost us because I can't argue the fact that we look like uh, um, we're laughable. Everybody's running this train and they're laughing and they're joking and, oh my God, Mark Pope keeps missing on these people. But the reality is we don't know if he's missing. Maybe he's doing exactly what the guy talked about before, or what you even talked about. Put it on the table and say, hey, if you don't commit to me today, I've got to move on. And maybe those kids are walking. Maybe that's what happened to that Reddick kid. And then we met, and Freeman was here. I genuinely believe Donnie Freeman was to put a little bit more pocket on the next team. I don't think he was coming to begin with. Now, the kids we got, I think they're talented kids. Are they rough around the edges? Are they unpolished? Yeah, but this is what coaching's all about. You're supposed to take these rough kids and turn them into a team and let them operate in a team environment. So if we show up on day one and we act like a team, I mean, like I said, look at that first year that we had. Nobody knew any of those guys, not a single one of those big name players. And we set a historical record for top 15 wins, right? With a bunch of mid majors. Do I think we should go in and try to, coach one of these kids out of the draft? Sure. But only if they're coming here because they want the bag. No, I don't need you because you're chasing money. You can go get money somewhere else. I need you here because you want to win, because you want to be a part of this team. You want to make us better. I'm looking for character. So I'm hoping that Big Blue Nation tones down the rhetoric and the anger. I get the frustration around it. Trust me, I've sat here and screamed at my TV like everybody else, and been bitter when we lost, and head clinchers and tight ones. But at the end of the day, I'm not mad. I was mad last year because I felt like the body language said we weren't trying. I don't care if we lose by 20 points. I care if we show up and we play everything and we leave it out on the floor. And if we
Yeah.
ain't leaving it out on the floor, then I would have asked any one of those players last year. You telling me that's everything you got? That's everything you brung to the table tonight. And if you could look me in the eyes and tell me that was everything I got, cool. But I can guarantee you, if I went in that locker room and I said, "Is that everything you got? That's the best you can offer?" They would have been like, "Well, no, but I had an off night," or whatever excuse they would have gave. But remember, excuses ain't for me. It's for them. So I can make a whole bunch of excuses, but I just, like I said, my big thing is BBN. I'm hoping that they tone it down. They find the passion around the program again. They take the 12 kids we got now and the ball players we got, and they say, "Hey, I don't care how you show up, but when you show up on Saturday and you show up on practice, you show up with strong character, and you show up ready to leave it on the floor at practice and at the game." And if you
That's
showed me, if I can watch that on national TV and I see, I mean, who was it? Year one, Lamont Butler. That kid played his heart out
every night, man.
every single night, even with a bad shoulder, right? And he left it on the floor. And I couldn't, even when he had an off night of 6 points and four turnovers, I didn't care because I saw him in every bit of an effort play. I think the kid that I didn't want to lose this year was Colin Chandler. But guess what? Not even mad that he went to BYU. He did it for his family. He's grounded in values. That's my genuine belief. He went because his wife, I heard set up some kind of business out in Utah, and he's trying to get settled into what a career is going to look like after basketball. So I respect him. He did it all for the right reasons, and so I wish him the best in what he does. Uh, but the rest of them, I mean, look how fast they left. That's not loyalty to the program. They came here, they got their money, they left. Malachi Moreno, praying that he doesn't fall into a first round. I'm praying he doesn't fall into a first round draft. I'm praying he comes back because one more year of development, I think will do him, loads of good. He's got a ton of upside potential, but I think coming back one more year, putting up solid numbers, and then really turning himself defensively into a powerhouse. I think hands down he's gonna be a lottery pick in 27.
And I like hearing that because I want to see him because he made big jumps in year one.
Yeah,
Because we thought Garrison was going to come in and be that guy, and Garrison didn't pan out fast at all. So so Marino as a freshman, he stepped in, and I definitely look for it. Down the year, we didn't see him be as good as he was as he could have been, but I think in his second year, if he comes back, which I kind of think he will. I look for him to make a big sophomore jump as well too.
yeah. And like I said, Garrison was a big. I thought Garrison had potential in year one. Year two, we gave him the torch. We told him, "Hey, here you go. Here's your chance," and he
Yeah,
just didn't pan out. And
no, he didn't.
like I said, nothing wrong with Garrett. I loved his passion. I loved the fact
Yeah,
he was willing to take on the Tennessee bench.
yeah,
Like I said, I appreciated it.
yeah,
But at the end of the day, we're looking for fit. We're looking, and it's not. I know I hear some of my fellow fans talking about playing on the front of the jersey. We all know what's on the front of the jersey.
yeah,
Uh, but I want to know that I have a team of good human beings that are genuinely interested in winning at a high level and winning together and going through the trenches.
yep,
And I'm hoping Mark Pope finds something. I know that last year he did not have a good year PR wise. Some of
yeah,
those press conferences were hard to watch even for me.
yeah,
But I think leadership is what's going to matter. And it ain't about the individual accolades, it's about the impact. So, what kind of
yeah,
impact can you leave in 60 minutes? What kind of impact can you leave on a Tuesday night when the lights are off and everybody's gone? So, can you lead an organization by influencing them with purpose, directions, and some motivation?
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get to that point. But for all my Kentucky fans, like I said, try to be optimistic. Take a real microscope to these kids and start looking at them from a finer lens than just how much money we're going to pay them. How many points they put up last year. Because I think at the end of the day, if they have the support system and we encourage them to be the better versions of themselves, and we understand that everybody's going to have an off night, but at the end of the day, when they show up to play a ranked team, and like I said for the last caller that was in, I hope we show up at Kansas, and do I think we're going to beat the brakes off them? No, but I absolutely hope we put them down for a long, hard evening. And I hope we walk away with the W, because if we walk away with the W, oh, how much sweeter will that be?
That's gonna be great. That's gonna be great. Hey, Rob, I appreciate you calling in, brother. I got 2 people waiting. I'm waiting to
All
get
right,
in.
brother.
But thank you, and I'm glad you was able to get in and call back anytime. Okay, sir.
Appreciate it, brother. Have a good evening. Thanks for the show.
You too, sir. Thank you so much. You too. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, Marcus, how you doing, man? You got to get in.
I did.
How you
Finally
doing,
got it
man?
to work.
Yeah.
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay.
Doing well, doing well. What's on your mind tonight?
So I just wanted to say, I think that that we're kind of sleeping on, we're kind of disrespecting some of the guys, Braden Hawthorne, Cam Williams, and some of these guys, because we didn't get some of these other guys. But I think that with the team, so Cam Williams' dad, I think he's pretty much came across like he wants to play the 2. So I was thinking that last year, I think that with the team not gelling and not kind of not fitting, I think that kind of hurt him a little bit. I think if Coach Pope was to say, hey, Cam, you're our 2 guard, I think they should do Wilkins as a 6th man and bring him off the bench as the first sub in as a 6th man. And I think a good starting lineup would be.
Is Williams going to play the 2 or the 3?
I think he wants to play the 2. That's what it sounds like. I think his dad is sounding like he wants to play the 2. And I think if you had a starting lineup, Mike, of Zoom and at the 1, and then Cam Williams at the 2, Braden Hawthorne at the 3, the Usman at the 4, and then Moreno. Imagine that's a lot of length.
Yeah.
And I think we're sleeping on Cam Williams and Braden Hawthorne. I really do. I think those boys are sitting back right now thinking, oh, these people see what we're gonna do,
Yeah.
I just think we're sleeping on them. I think that if you started Moreno and then the new guy, I think he's the X factor. The new guy, the from Italy.
Yeah.
If he turns out to be pretty good, and if Braden takes that step, takes a good leap, and Cam Williams, I think I think what he needs Coach Pope to say, you're going to be our 2 guard, go get him, and let him either drop the ball or go run with it.
Hey, Marcus, I think everyone in the comment section is clarified that Cam's going to be a 3, not a 2. So that's why you would start Wilkins at the 2, and Williams would be at the 3, which would mean, because I think Hawthorne's a 4 anyway. So I think if you bring him as a 4, I don't know how you start him over the new guy who just came in. So it's Cam can play the 2, but I think he's fit for the 3. And then
and just so basically start Wilkins and Cam with the new guy and Moreno and Zoom, and then have Hawthorne come off the bench.
Yes. That's what it seems like that it could be. Yeah, but then again, we don't even know right now as far as what other pieces that we can that we're going to get in. I don't know if we're going after any more guards, because now we got Diallo, we got Wilkins, we got Williams. We got both Williams, so both of those guys could, but it's so I hope we go get another big guy.
I think Big Mike that they're set at the guard. I think one thing that would be special is if he could talk Momcilovic into coming out of the draft and coming in. That would really be a good addition.
What team is he coming from?
Iowa State. That's
that's the guy they've been talking
he's a
about.
real good shooter from Iowa State.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I think they could take some of that money that was going to give Stokes and give it to him. And he shoots like almost 50% from three. And I mean, he's a heck of a player. I think he'd slide right in at that three. But I just think that with the team that's assembled right now, I know he's missed on some guys, but and I just really got a good feeling about their length. I think they've got shooters. I think they'll be able to gel together and play together as a team. I think there's more of them that just want to be here and play ball for Kentucky and not just for the money. Not to take away from some of those guys from last year, but that was kind of a train wreck as far as gelling together as a team and with the money. I just think I think that we was trying to put a square into a round hole. You know what I mean? But last year it seemed like all year.
And they gonna fit.
I just think we're not thinking about the fact that if these guys can gel together as a team and play harder than everybody else and work harder than everybody else. I mean, people are talking about like just a year ago, I seen a mock draft before the season started last year.
Mm-hmm.
Had Cam Williams going in the first round. So obviously he's got all kinds of potential and so I just from hearing his dad talk, even on this show, I think that he wants to play the two. And I seriously I respectfully disagree with the chat.
Okay.
I say you put him in the backcourt with Zoom Diallo and you say, Cam, go get him. And I think him and Zoom could be one heck of a backcourt with length. I mean, size, you know what I mean? And with Moreno and Hawthorne and the new guy. And then you just bring Wilkins and McBride off the bench, and not to mention you're trying to play. You're not putting these guys in for. You can't put Cam Williams in like you did last year. Put him in for 3-4 minutes, and if you don't go in there and knock down a couple threes, we're gonna pull you right back out. He never was able to get into any flow, and then he got hurt. I'm telling you, Big Mike, you heard it here first. Breaking news: if Mark Pope says, "Cam Williams, you're R2, go get him," I believe he could make. I believe he could be all SEC second team and really surprise some people. And if we stay healthy, I think this team would be better than last year's with nobody else coming in. It's just my opinion.
Well, we definitely look forward to seeing how that all pans out next year. That's for sure. It's still got a lot of question marks, but I hope at the end of the day we go out and we win some games, and the games that we don't win, that we don't blow out, that we don't get blown out by 25 points. And is that we stay competitive every single game, win or lose. Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen this year because I got a feeling that I think the team last year, towards the end of the year, they got really a lot better with effort. At the beginning of the year, there was a real lack of effort. I think they got down and things started not going. There was all kind of a lot of eyes, a lot of individuals on that team. And when things weren't going their way and the future was looking bleak, whatever their future was, it wasn't about just let's win in this game for Kentucky. I think there was a lot, no disrespect to those guys. I like a lot of those guys. I really think they came together and almost did something special there at the end of the year, because if we had a point guard, we were going back to the Sweet 16 for the second consecutive year. I'll never let anybody tell me otherwise. We was beating Iowa State. The reason we got like we did because they put the pressure on and we had no point guard. There was no answer. So I just think if Zoom Diallo was on the team last year, that team was going back to the Sweet 16.
I think so too.
So they came together and really started putting forth the effort. But at the beginning of the year, like they quit against Gonzaga, quit against Michigan State, quit. But I don't think this team's going to quit. I think this team is listening to all of us right now, and they're thinking to themselves, especially Cam and Braden, they're thinking to themselves, And we're not chopped liver here. Just because we didn't get Stokes and just because we didn't get this guy or that guy and just because so-and-so left, a lot of teams don't have a Malachi Moreno. A lot of teams don't have the athletic ability and the length of Braden Hawthorne and Cam Williams and Zoom Diallo that we're going to have. McBride, I think, was a good addition. I just think him and Wilkins would be two great bench players. And I'll stick. I think you tell Cam Williams, you're our two guard. We need you to, especially because we missed on a lot of these guys. We need you to go do something special. I think he could do it. I think he could do it. He's obviously putting in the work. He obviously wants to be there. He obviously last year by coming back early. I mean, he could have re-injured that, and I mean, he didn't care. He wanted to come back, for the guys. So got to respect that. So yeah, it's
Absolutely.
that's kind of all.
Okay. Well, Marcus, I thank you for calling in, bro. I got somebody I'm gonna let in the room, but thank you. I'm glad you got through. And please feel free to call in anytime. We'd love to have you. Okay, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And to all of those new guys that just came on board, I want to say we're honored to have them, and we're pulling for them. So hey, let's go get them.
Absolutely. Go Cats. Thanks, Marcus.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, brother.
One last thing, Mike. Though I do think he needs to take $5 million and tell Mom Silovich. Though I really think he would be a big addition. All right, have a good one. Good night. Be safe out there.
You too, brother. Stay safe. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right.
There you go. Well, there you go. Mr. Ron, how you doing, sir? Let's see if he's still there. He'll come back. I'll get it off the screen, and then he'll come back when he. Mr. Ron? Okay, we'll get him back in here in a minute. Probably didn't get off. Let me see if I can get him off. Oh, I can't. There you go. Well, I love people calling in and just being able to just say what's on their mind. Once again, this is a no judgment zone from me. I can't control what everyone who's watching says about the caller. That's up to them. But for me, I like for people to call in and be able to feel free. I'm not here to say that you're right, and I'm not here to say that you're wrong. But I just enjoy. I'm a conversationalist, and I just enjoy hearing other people's opinions. So, and you can have an opinion too. Very good. You might send me a signed shirt. Jeremy Brown, I see you, brother. I can't sign anything now because where I get my shirts and stuff from, when I order it, it would have to go straight to you, and I would have to be home in the States to be able to get the shirt, have it sent to my house, and then open it, and then sign it, and then seal it back up, and then send it back out. So I would be paying for shipping twice. So, but please go buy some merch. I appreciate it. You don't have to. There's one thing about this, one thing about the show is that I don't ask people to be members. I don't ask people to give me super chats. I don't ask people to buy merch really. Anything that you guys do is just out of the kindness of your heart. And I appreciate it so very much. I really, really do. So thank you guys as well. And all the merch that I sold, like I haven't even set up a bank account because I don't know how to do it. So I haven't even gotten paid for it at all. I don't even know how to do it. Yeah, they tell me that I got money, but I don't know how to get to it. So we just keep moving because that's not really that important. Walter Hampton, BG was healthy the last month of the season. But BG was up and then BG was down. That was my only problem with BG. And look, let me tell you, I love BG, and I wanted to see BG have an outstanding career here at Kentucky. He was just so inconsistent. He would have a really big game, and then he would just fall off. I don't know how I don't know how that happened so often. Every 10 games I have a good game. Other than that, I'm just out here just kind of taking up space or just I'm here. But I was a really big supporter of BG, and I wanted to see BG be successful. I just hope since he's at Alabama now, I want to beat Alabama, and I hope he doesn't have a 2020 game against us because that's usually how it works. So I definitely hope that he doesn't have that. I'm in Brooklyn, New York. People smoke in front of the NYPD because New York got different people there for real. Dispensaries on every. Ooh, they got. I didn't know New York was actually could do that now. Ooh, and to think about all the people who are actually locked up because of that. Man, dude, they wish they could be out now. It didn't help that Pope didn't play BG the right way. Could be too as well too. For me, it was just more about an energy thing for BG. It was just like, okay, BG, where you at, man? Like you're 6'11", you're athletic. Like, why are you getting 2 rebounds a ball game? You know, you can't teach effort. And some nights it just looked like he just didn't have effort. So I get it, and maybe he wasn't playing BG the right way. But at the end of the day, like effort beats everything. And I just didn't see the effort there all the time. I seen it and I was so excited when we saw the big I got a phone call right here. I was so really excited when that happened. Make sure that Mr. Ron didn't come back in the room. He didn't come back in the room. Okay. So I was really I was really in support of BG. I'm just glad. I just hate that it didn't work out. Joshua, how you doing tonight, my man?
Hey, brother, how you doing?
I'm doing well, man. What's on your mind?
Here at work, trying to get
Okay.
this tractor supply remodeled.
Okay.
Um, I'm not gonna stay long because like I said, I am at work. But
Hey, what color shirt you got on, man?
it's orange. It's my
Hey,
company
man, come
shirt.
on, man. Don't disrespect us like that, brother. Come on, man.
Nah, man.
You
Nah,
gotta do
man.
what you gotta do. What you gotta do.
I
At
gotta
work.
wear what I gotta wear to work.
Okay, go ahead, man. I had to ask that.
Uh, man, everybody's so upset about not getting Stokes, but I think it was a blessing in a way, and I'll tell you why. Because I feel like he trolled us. He played with our emotions. He played with the fan base. He played with some people. There's that. There's this guy. He thought he was coming. He's getting death threats because of this nonsense. Pope's getting death threats. I mean, our fan base is just. I mean, like, grow up. Please grow
Lock
up.
them up. Lock them
Yeah,
up.
like
Find them and
you
lock them up.
cannot do
Yep.
that as a
No.
human being. It's
Yeah.
basketball. There's more
Yeah.
important things in this life. Don't get me wrong. I bleed blue. I love Kentucky. I've been following
Yeah.
Kentucky since 1991 when Rick Pitino came and took over University of Kentucky and when Caleb Ward Lefford was still on the radio. So I've been a fan and I'm a diehard fan, but you cannot. Some of this stuff is just unreal. People calling people's houses, people talking crap about this person. I mean, who cares? Like, man, it ain't that serious.
No, it's
To
not, man.
threaten somebody's life
Yeah.
over an athlete that did not want to come play with us. And honestly, I don't want people like that, Mike. I want people to come play for us, play for the front of that jersey. And I know everybody's like, oh, they want the money. Yes, they want the money. But what Pope wants is dudes, 2, 3, 4 stars that's wanting to buy into the program and make it the way it was. I want guys that's wanting to stay for 3 and 4 years. I don't want one and dones.
Yeah, they need to lock them up, dog. They need to find out who that is and lock them up. It's man, people out here losing jobs, people out here hungry. It's just crazy times right now, man.
But yeah, I think it's beyond. It's just crazy the way things go down, and like you know, just be happy with the ones that want to come play for us,
Yeah,
and quit hating on Coach Pope. My goodness, it's old. It's beyond old. Talking about he failed at this, he failed at that. He didn't get this person. Maybe that person didn't want to come play for Kentucky. Maybe they wanted to go play for Ohio State. Maybe they wanted to go play for Miami. Maybe they wanted to go play for whoever. We're
yeah,
not going to get everybody we target. it's just not going to happen.
Yeah. That's that's a fact, bro. I mean, we're not the only team that's missing out on a lot of players. I think the problem is, or I think what people are getting upset or maybe missing it is just because I guess the stat that's going out that's like we having like all these top guys come on campus and Coach Pope is not landing any of them. So I think that's to me, I think that's the biggest concern for a lot of people is that you don't have to get them all, but you shouldn't miss them all as well too. So but the guys that come in here at Kentucky, now we get to see can Coach Pope take these guys and coach them and get these guys to play as a team and fight every single night on the floor. I think that's really what we're looking for.
Yeah. I don't know, man. We just got to
Yeah,
be, I mean, he's in his third year now, basically.
yeah,
And, you know, what if somehow this works and he takes us all the way to the national championship game and we win it for some reason? Then what? You still want him gone? Because there's some fans out here that still, regardless if he won a national title next year, they would still want him fired because they just
yeah,
don't like him for whatever
yeah,
reason. He
yeah.
don't have enough fight in him. We need Bruce Pearl. We need Billy Donovan. No, we need the fan base to shut up.
Man,
Sorry, but
that's
they
strong, my
do.
man.
They
Yeah,
they do. They need to be quiet and let the man do his job because there ain't nobody in this chat. Nobody. Not me, not you,
nah,
not nobody
nope.
can do that job at the University of Kentucky and have the heat put down on him every day like this man's going through. And he has a beautiful family. And for people to act so ignorant is just mind blowing, brother. Mind blowing.
Yeah, I I tell you what, and I say this all the time. I may not always agree with what Coach Pope is doing. I may not like that we don't get certain players or whatever, but I can't imagine as a fan what it's like to coach at Kentucky. And I'm not going to pretend to act like I know how to coach at Kentucky. So
You're good.
that's why I have a hard time calling for his job. So I hope that if it doesn't work out, that the higher ups would be able to do that. So yeah, I think Josh was at work trying to coordinate some stuff.
Yeah. Hey, but I just want to get on the show real quick and tell you,
Okay.
I appreciate your content. Be safe out there, brother, where you're at overseas. There's a
Yeah.
lot of craziness going on with that. And see, that's more important.
Yeah.
It's what's going on with the world instead of like focusing so much on Kentucky basketball. Like, come on, people, grow up.
Yeah.
If you've grown and you love Kentucky, then there's no point you should be like that.
Yeah. Absolutely. I hope that's somebody that's outside the fan base who's doing crazy stuff like that. For sure. But Josh, I appreciate you, brother. Okay.
Yes, sir. You have a blessed night. Stay safe, Mike.
You too, brother. Thank you, man.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. Well, see if Mr. Ron can get in right here, Derek Shelton. Okay. I'm not sure where he's at. Let's try this one. Never heard from Derek. Hey, Derek, how you doing, man?
What's going on, man?
What's good? What's good? What's on your mind? I like that hat, bro. That's nice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What's on your mind?
No, I've been watching. I've been watching forever, and
Okay.
I don't know, man. I'm like, if we can get Santos and stuff. I mean, I'm feeling positive, honestly, with the lineup. I know we're big. I mean, how do you feel about it?
I still know because what Santos is 6'8", I think 6'9", something like that.
Yeah, I mean, he's an undersized 5. That's. I
Yeah.
mean, how do you feel though? Because I want to get your. I wanted to talk to you to get your impression on it.
That does concern me. Now we need guards because we saw
Yes.
how we got just dissected and just abused on that side of the basketball. But I can't right now. I'm not ready to rely on. Potter as a 7-footer to be a true backup for in the SEC. I'm not ready for
Right.
him to be a true backup for Marino. Now,
and
Santos is
and
an
the
older guy. Go ahead.
no, I was just saying, and the 4 spot worries me.
Yeah, the 4 spot worries me too as well. Well, I don't know because we just got Inja
Right.
and we got Hawthorne, and if Potter is as good a shooter as they hope he is, then he can step out to the 4 too because he can stretch the 4 even as a 7-footer. But my thing is though, if those guys are all out there shooting threes, then who do we have out there rebounding? Because right now, if Moreno gets in foul trouble, which he probably will,
He
then what do
will.
we got?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay,
And that
if I'm
and that
if
was
I'm a
just like
7-footer,
last year with our bigs trying to stretch, and then we got into foul trouble, and then and then with Pope, the 10-minute stretches that we would all look at. I know you did. I know I did. That we would look at and be like, who's gonna score?
yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Hopefully
I
we
mean,
fix that this year.
I'm not super negative on it. It's just like I've been watching your podcast and stuff, and I agree with you fully. Like, who's gonna be that dude? We still don't have a dude.
Yeah.
You know,
Hope, hopefully Diallo. Hopefully, and I don't bite my head off for saying this, people. But as I watch Wilkins' videos a little more, I wasn't the first one to say it, so I can't. But he does kind of remind me, just his whole demeanor, the way he's calm about himself. He kind of reminds me of SGA a little bit, and I think Carl Miller kind of mentioned that before, so I can't really say
man,
I
if
was the
we
first
could
one to say it.
if we could even get something close to that out of Wilkins, it'd be
Yeah,
amazing. Like,
it would be. It would
it's
be.
just the only thing I worry about is like the ball dominant, how they
Yeah.
are with the mid range and stuff. And it's like I hope that like Wilkins and then getting our other backup today. I can't even think of his name. I'm sorry, but I'm hoping somebody can figure out their shot without having the ball in their hands when it comes to
Yes.
our backcourt.
Yeah.
And then do you think? Yeah, I lost it.
Good. Do we need to get you some help, Derek? What happened? Okay, I think he might be having some issues. Let's see. I'm not sure what's going on with him. Derek. Okay, let's see if he'll call back in. Ron's been waiting for a long time. Okay. Yeah, he said he lost me. So let's see if we can remove him from the chat, maybe. There you go. Get Ron in. Let me see. Mr. Ron, I'm trying to get you in, sir, but every time I try to let you in, it doesn't work. There you go. Ron, are you with me? Okay. Nope. Okay. Not sure what he's going on. But my whole thing with just to kind of answer Shelton's question or whatever is that, let me see. I got to get him off the screen, bro. I can't just leave him right there. Okay. My whole thing is with getting the big is that I just don't think a 6'9" dude is going to get it done. Now, can he be aggressive? Yeah. Can he make a little difference? But we saw with Mo D is that even as strong, as physical as Mo D was, those bigger guys, those 6'11", 7-foot guys, he just couldn't do anything with them. And I think not having a true big guy to back up Malachi is just really could hurt us down the stretch. And maybe maybe it's just me, but I just feel like I'm not ready to rely on Potter to be that guy. And you can give him some cheeseburgers all day long, but let's be real. Like these dudes, they play physical basketball, and if we get hit one time, it's over for us. It just is. I literally heard Chris Adams tell prospects if they they should not consider Kentucky. I'm a real big Blue Nation fan. I would never defend nothing like that. That's crazy, man. Don't come to Kentucky, huh? Cool. Well, I mean, you never know nobody until you know them, for real. And the things that are said behind closed doors, some crazy stuff out there, man. I do good enough just to keep up with what's going on right here at this desk. That's about it. If I can't see it, then I'm good. I understand it now. It's agitated talking points. Oh, I know who's talking about now. I saw some short where he said Cal was the greatest coach ever because he lost to UK when he was at UCAS. So hey man, get your calls in, man. We are going on. We're over an hour now. He fell off. Oh, he fell off his chair. Is that what happened? Okay, so maybe if he calls back in, I'll let him back in. And Ron, every time I try to let you in, Ron, it always it never would show your picture, or we never could hear you. So please call back in if you want to, cousin Eddie. That's your boy. So after I saw the short, two players who showed the most improvements in the season are AD, SGA, WCG, Willie Collins Stein, Sheboy come to mind. Well, I'm looking forward to Malachi having a jump in his second year as well too. And I mean, let's be real. I mean, Malachi had some good games last year where he showed flashes of I can play at this level. At the end, and for some reason, at the end of the season, though, his hands became like butter. He couldn't hold on to balls. He couldn't stay out of foul trouble. I mean, it just I don't know what happened, but he just um, he got good during the middle of the season, and then towards the end of it, he just kind of fell off a little bit. We gotta see if he's ready for that as well. Sorry about that, guys. I'm staying positive. We do have some good pieces. You never know. Hey, David, thanks for that comment. I appreciate you, bro. Throw this up right here. Go on. We still got time to put some pieces in there, and that maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just naive. Maybe I just don't know basketball. Probably all those are probably all wrapped up into one when you're talking about me. But it's just something about me that it won't allow me to just give up, and it doesn't look good at times. You look at the pieces that we're getting, and it doesn't always look like this is going to work for us. But something in me just says, don't give up. Just you know, the V Foundation, don't give up. Don't ever give up. So I'm hoping that something positive comes out of this year. I mean, look, I'm a Kentucky fan, like you guys. I'm not going to sit around and just hope that we just have a horrible season. I mean, my life doesn't change. My life doesn't get better. It doesn't get worse just because if Mark Pope is the coach or not. I'm showing up because I like this right here. Because I'm a fan of this right here. And ultimately, this is what we want. And I will always continue to say this, regardless, because that's just who I am, and I love Kentucky. But it's going to be some people who just basically, I'm checking out. Come get me when we got a new coach. Come get me when we got all 5-star players. Come get me when we go forward. It's just some guys or some people. It just comes with I will cheer for Kentucky if it's based off stipulations. If we have this, if we do this, then I'll be happy and I cheer. I don't really have much going on with my life. I love to travel to a lot of countries, but other than that, I just cheer for Kentucky. That's all I can do. Fan equals fanatic. Well, maybe not for me. I'm not a fanatic. I mean, I love Kentucky, but I also have to be a realist too as well. And when things don't look right, I can speak on it, but just because I speak on it, don't mean that I give up hope that one day Kentucky will be back to this. You know what I'm saying? As long as I have the breath in my lungs, that I can walk up to somebody and says, "Go Big Blue," I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get angry like most of you guys when we don't play good. I get angry when we lose a ball game. Well, depending on how we lose a ball game per se. But at the end of the day, it's like, dude, it's people starving out there. It's people living under bridges right now. It's people that served our country that's living up under bridges and stuff. I love my Kentucky Wildcats, but I have to step back after my anger. I have to step back, and then I put everything about life into perspective and be like, we lost the ball game. I wake up the next morning and I'm not feeling well because I'm sad because we got beat. But then I go on with my day and I realize that I'm still blessed. Bro, Pope targeted 20 players and missed every exactly. And I think that's a beef baloney. And that's exactly what I think I said to Josh is that it ain't that we got to get everybody. We just can't miss on everybody. Now that's alarming. And if I said that oh, it's okay. I don't care because Coach Pope missed on all 20 of them. No thing. Just keep moving. It raises some eyebrows on like, okay, why is we had 20 good players that came and you didn't get none of them. So like what's going on? I question him at times too. But then, what is it? Why won't you go get a GM? Why do you think you're just smarter than the system? You because if you're smarter than the system, then you need to go be in charge of the NCAA and you need to make all the rules. If your opponent is getting the GM and they're beating you, then you might want to take key and say, maybe I should go get a GM too as well. I'm just saying. Yeah. Do y'all remember Pluto living? Jasper Johnson's uncle was saying about the experience that Jasper went through while playing. Oh, I'm sure they do. Let me throw this up on the screen. Absolutely, Pluto. I mean, it is. I mean, it's so many things out there that can keep a person or a family from not wanting to come to Kentucky. But it's out there. For me, I mean, I think, I wanted Jasper to stay another year at Kentucky. I didn't expect him to go to Oregon. When I saw he went to Oregon, I thought it was AI something. So I was surprised that he went to Oregon. But he didn't go to Alabama, where there's becoming a lot of pressure to win. He didn't go to North Carolina where there's a lot of pressure to be able to win ball games. He didn't go to another big powerhouse school where the pressure will win. He went to Oregon. If you don't win in Oregon, so you don't care if you don't win in Oregon. So maybe him going out to Oregon with no pressure to win ball games, in a sense, maybe that's the right environment for him. Maybe that's what he needed. Maybe the pressure was just too much from North Carolina. Maybe the pressure was just too much here in Kentucky. And maybe the pressure was just too much going to Alabama. I don't know any of this. And I'm not going to try to assume that that's what it was. But, hey, he didn't pick a powerhouse basketball school to take his high class, his high 5-star power to another big time school to play basketball. He went to a smaller school in Oregon to play basketball. Oregon doesn't have a basketball team. He get to go out there and just go up under the radar and just play basketball. Some people are not made for this type of environment, and maybe that's just the case for him. I'm not telling him. I'm not telling his uncle that his uncle is right or wrong. I'm just saying, why didn't you go to North Carolina? Why didn't you go to Alabama? Why didn't you stay at Kentucky with the heat? Some people are just not made like that. Some people don't want it, and that's okay. Didn't want to become a diamond. No, you need the fan base to shut up. People put too much stock in themselves. I promise Pope is making $5 million a year. Hey, Duro. Marcus. I love the comments. Hey, anybody else going to call in, guys? Call in, get your phones in tonight. Like I said, tonight was not going to be a 4-hour show tonight. Maybe around a 2-hour show tonight. So, man, if Pope don't like the pressure from the media and his peers, he shouldn't have taken the highest pressure job in basketball. You're right, Beef Baloney. You're right. And once again, Mark Pope is going to have to make some adjustments. He's going to have to get out of his head and out of his own ego I would love for him to come out and just tell the fan base why he's not getting a GM. I would love him to have that conversation. We haven't even heard from Coach Pope in a while, from my understanding, and unless somebody can tell me that I'm wrong. So please do so. I don't really know. Is anybody totally agree, Pluto? Yeah, I don't like how hater fans saying about Santos' height and age wise that Pope targeted him as Israel, but they're 23 years old basketball player still in college. Uh, I don't know. Santos look real. I mean, he looked like he might be an aggressive guy. He has an extremely full beard. He has a full hair, and he has lived some of his life. That's for sure. I want to ask anybody that's watching from Facebook right now, if you're watching from Facebook and you have not subscribed to YouTube, can you type in BBN in the chat, please? As a matter of fact, if you're watching the show right now, YouTube or Facebook, and you haven't subscribed to the channel, just type BBN in the chat. Please do so right now. If you're brave enough. Hey, Clint, good to see you, man. Pluto. So out of 178 people in here, do you think Pope is hanging on every word of the chat room? Man, this dude don't even know our name, dude. So they did make a lot of calls searching for a GM. It just hadn't worked out for some reason. So what are they looking for? Okay, Captain Crash, thank you for that information. I appreciate it. So like, what are they looking for? What are they looking for in a GM then? Has he reached out to the Coach Stein to see how he came down or how he decided who his GM was going to be? I mean, it's at this particular point in time, it's like, what are you? Is he making it? Is Pope making it so hard to find a GM? Even though if he talked to people, is he making it so hard that people just don't want to come and work with him in that aspect? Is he trying to control every little thing that they do? Is he giving them the rim to be a GM? It's so many unanswered questions with just he's calling and it's not working out. BBN, Ronald Clark. Ronald Clark, I think you've already subscribed. Yeah, only if you haven't subscribed. If you're watching from on here and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, those people, but Ronald Clark, you definitely have subscribed. So thank you so much for that. Let's see, did I miss anybody who typed in? Probably not. Nobody's typed it in as well. I'm not saying there isn't hate out there, but I think there's a lot of manufactured fake hate. I see a lot of people every day. I live in Eastern Kentucky, and I never hear people hating Pope. They want him to win. We did not touch on Chase Lumpkin. We did not. I don't really keep, and I guess I shouldn't. I'm ashamed to say this, but I don't follow recruiting like that. Clint, I have to assume he's a player, and if so, where's he play at? Following on YouTube now. Thank you so much, Brian. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Thank you. Hey man, let's give a big shout out to Brian. He said that he is following on YouTube now. So let's welcome Brian Crinton to the family. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. One follower or one subscriber means a lot to me as well. I take them all serious and definitely appreciate everyone. Saved by Grace. Shout out to you. Thank you for that. Absolutely. Let's see. Maybe we can talk Jacob Paycheck. Maybe we can talk Jacob Paycheck to call the previous GM candidates to see why they didn't come to Kentucky. I see a lot of skepticism and worry, but not a lot of hate. I'm not gonna hate on Coach Pope. Excuse me, people. I'm not gonna hate on Coach Pope. I can't, like I tell you all the time, I can't even make free throws consistently. So, like, who am I to tell a coach that he needs to do a lot of things different? I think he needs to make some adjustments though. He really does. He needs to go get that GM, because if you do have 20 guys in here and you miss on all of them, I'm sorry, but that's going to raise a lot of red flags on what's going on and why come this guy. And Big Mike, I get crazy when the Cats lose and I start blaming people. You know why? Because I love the Cats so much, nothing more in my life but the kids other than but my kids other than the Cats. I got you. Mike Dorton, good to see you, brother. Thanks for joining in to the show. David Kisser, thank you so much for writing in BBN in the group. I'm not sure if you're watching. Are you watching from YouTube or from Facebook? Either way, can I ask you or persuade you to smash that subscribe button for the channel? And once again, guys, once we reach 5,000 subscribers, then we are going to have another raffle as well too. Okay, yeah. Big shout out to the people who won. Kentucky Till You Die, uh, TJ McKee, and what's the name? And who's the Alan Kane. So so congrats to all of those guys. I've already ordered their merch, and it's already so when it's completed, it'll be sent straight to their front doors. I did that because I want to keep my word and I don't want to get busy and I get to it. So if you win, my goal is to sit down and order your stuff immediately so it can get made and get on to you, and you don't have to wait weeks and weeks and weeks just for me to just for me to fulfill my part of the thing. And also we haven't reached 100 likes tonight, so if you haven't smashed the like button, please go do that right now. Please, let's get this chat up to 100. So far, I don't think we've had any call-in show that we had under 100. 100. What's the name? And also, is he still in here right now? I think he is because he just announced it. Where's he at? Skill Dragon, I got a question for you. Okay, front center. Skill Dragon has been every single show he watches. He always updates us, always follows the likes, always pursues people to hit the like button. So I would like to publicly uh, offer you a moderator position with the show if you will accept. I wanted to do that publicly. You are a big advocate of people hitting the like button, and I would love to have you as a moderator for the show. If you're willing to do that, you just let me know, and I would make that happen for you. Okay. So everybody give Skill Dragon a hand of salute, a hand clap. This guy is exceptional when definitely when trying to get people to like the video more, and so I don't have to. So he does all the time. So I just want to give him his hand claps and his praise. Let's see if we can get this going right here for a second. Supposed to work. Well, I tried to give you a hand clap, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work or not. Right here. Okay, here's right here. Should be. Maybe not. We'll try to get it there before it's over. I don't know. But I tried to as well. But Skill Dragon, thank you so much, man, for what you do. And I've been 83, absolutely. So we need 15 more likes, man, to get to 100. Let's keep the streak going of every live call-in show. We'll at least get 100 likes. So let's keep that. Hand waving salute. Thank you so much. And actually, Kentucky Till You Die, she's actually in the chat tonight. So yeah, so she'll be getting her merch sooner than later, I hope. But yeah, so I appreciate it. So let me do this while we're doing this live, so I can make this, because I want to see if I can put a star by his name right now. Okay, let me see. Which one? Yep, do this right here. There you go. And let me see if that actually works. So, Skill Dragon, you see your name? It's changed. It's blue with a moderator beside it now. So you go, dude. Appreciate your support and your help, man. Absolutely. My number, if you got my number, bro, just hit me up with my number, and I'll just kind of give you a little rundown of that. It's real simple. It's nothing hard, but you can definitely keep up with. You can block people if people are in here acting crazy. You have the ability to put people in timeout. You have a little power now for me. So I definitely wanted to reward you publicly just because of what you do publicly for the channel as well too. We are entitled to being mad at Pope for his let me see, where's this at right here? Players and see what other BBNs are saying. Let me make this a 20-second comment because I don't want to lose it. And it went fast too. Where did that go at? Right here. Right here. Make it, yeah, hold on. Right here. Let me see what we're all entitled to being mad at Pope for his decisions, but at the end of the day, I am and always will be a diehard Catch fan. And no matter how upset I am, I will always support the team. Thank you so much for that as well, too. Thank you for that comment as well. Mark Pope trying to get 5-star players, but when the phone lines are open, guys. If anybody wants to call in, please do so. Mark Pope trying to get 5-star players, but when other colleges team swoops in for a battle, their predictions, it gets out of control. Always Mark gets steal by other coaches. Yeah, you do. Which if he's always getting, if other coaches are always stealing his players, then it's got to be something with Coach Pope. And I don't want to sit here and bash Coach Pope, but it's got to be a common denominator of why is everybody not want to, why does people, or why does these, you can't say everybody because we've already got players, but why is the big name players always seem to, well, hey, I want you over here at this school. Don't go to Kentucky. Okay, coach, I come play for you. I'm not going to play for Coach Pope. I don't know. It definitely does make you, it definitely does raise some eyebrows as way too, as well. So we'll have to see how that all goes. But once again, guys, we got about 30 minutes. If nobody's calling in, then we'll do what we got to do. But we're going to do a 2-hour show tonight. So if anybody else wants to call in on the Thursday night show, I would definitely appreciate you guys do that. You guys know I don't come here to talk on Thursday nights. So I definitely would love for you guys to call in. The link to the top of the page, I think I can post it here again. If you just Larry Bird was a 3-star, and we know how that turned out. So yeah. Locked on, never gave up. Where's that at? That was fast. Locked on, never gave up. Kentucky vibes. Something was off. Locked on, never gave off. I'm not sure what that Kentucky vibes. Something was off. I watch a lot of Locked Up. I think that's what it is. I watch a lot of Locked Up though, not a lot of Locked On. but I'm good though. Let me take that off. Let me see. Coach Pope has to listen to his assistants and see what they think. I wonder if he does that often. I mean, I wonder if he listens to them. I wonder if he just kind of does his own thing. And if you're going to have assistant coaches in there, then it's kind of like, why have them there if you're never going to take their advice as well? I mean, I know you're the head coach, and I know everything falls on your shoulders. So whatever you do, it's going to reflect on you. But I mean, like I couldn't imagine having coaches that I never wanted. You always, even Kenny Brooks, you see him in ball games for timeouts. Like he'll let the players go sit down, but then he'll call all his coaches over in that huddle during the game. He'll be like, okay, basically, when I see that as a fan, I look at that as being like, okay, what's you guys' advice? What do you feel like we should do right now in this situation? And he gets them involved. If if Coach Pope does that with his coaches, I don't know if I really ever realized it. So I'm not saying that he's never did it before, but you see that a lot with Kenny Brooks, and you see it with other coaches too as well. They they separate themselves from the players during a timeout, and they come up with a scheme to be able to go present to the players. I don't know if I see that. Maybe I do. Maybe they do it, and I just never really paid attention to it. But I know Kenny Brooks does. Yeah. Okay. Look. Yeah. I know who they are. I know who he is. Man, that dude is growing, bro. That guy just went over 20,000 subscribers. He's killing it over there, man. For real. Big salute out to Locked On Kentucky. Um, yeah. I don't hate on anybody's show, bro. Because if I don't like it, then I just don't watch it. I just keep it simple. Yeah, he's either hyped all the way up or all the way down. Um, he speaks his mind. It is actually knowledgeable. He uses stats a lot. Yeah. He because he's with the Locked On brand. So those guys they have a Locked On guy for almost all the teams out there. So I mean, so that's a big group. That's a big organization that he's with. Yeah. David, like your video, subscribe to your channel, enjoying the show. Hey, thank you, pretty sure. Hey, can you guys welcome David to the show? Thank you so much. I appreciate it as well too. Thank you. We got a caller, so I'm gonna let the caller. But thank you so much for the like of the video. But mostly, thank you for subscribing to the channel. We enjoy you too as well. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I'm gonna get this caller in, James. James, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good, sir. What's going on with you tonight?
Just on the Stokes situation, I did want him to come because he's a good player, but I was afraid he is going to be a cancer to the team because of his attitude, off-court shenanigans and stuff. I guess you can say I was kind of like up in the air. Either way, if we got him, that'd be fine. If we didn't, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
But the team that Pope's putting together this year, I think going to surprise a lot of people. And I think if they gel real good and everything, I think make a decent run into the tournament. I'm thinking probably at least Sweet 16 if we stay healthy and all that. And hopefully he can get a couple more good players. Maybe get us, like everybody's saying, get us a dog, someone really stand out and, be really, really good. But the team he's put together so far, I think it's going to have a pretty decent season this year as long as everyone stays healthy and don't get injured. Run into like we have the last couple of seasons.
Yeah. Well, hey, James, let me ask you a question, man. Hey, where you calling from?
Western Kentucky.
Western Kentucky.
Around the Paducah area.
Oh, you're in the Paducah area. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to know. You know what? I need to learn my geography. James, I actually live in Clarksville. Well, I'm in Saudi Arabia now.
Yeah.
But my house and everything is in Clarksville, Tennessee. So I went to Paducah. Actually, me and my wife, we went out one day and we just started driving through. We just like, let's just go driving. And we actually drove to Paducah and had dinner up there, went to the went to the mall and we hung out, we had dinner, and then we drove back home. So small world, brother.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Small world. But I think everyone I think everyone's looking to see how healthy we stay this year. I think that's going to be a key thing for our success. If we're going to have success, we're going to have to stay healthy, and that's why I'm kind of like. That's why I can't throw in the book on Coach Pope yet because I'm hoping for a healthy year. And if we have a healthy year, and he still can't figure out a way to win ball games or get blown, or he can't eliminate getting blown out, then that's when my eyebrows starts raising a little bit. But I like your positivity though.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Shoot. Now I was going to say something. I forgot what I was going to say. Hey, old age creeping up on me.
You too, huh? Shh, don't tell everybody, James. Okay. Shh. We still doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's all. I was going to say something else, but hang on, I can't remember what it was I was going to say.
I got you. Are you excited about the football this year?
Oh, very excited. Very excited. Stein's putting together a really good team. I think possibly everybody, stays fairly healthy and everything. Now have a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
I think we can go win about 5 to 6 games this year.
Because Vegas got us at winning just 4.5 games. So is Vegas going to be proven wrong this year, James?
I think so. I think there's a strong possibility. I think we'll win at least 5, possibly 6. I mean, I know we've got a really tough schedule because we got Tennessee, I think Texas, we got A&M at A&M. I think Texas is at Texas.
Yeah.
I think I'm not sure, but I think we may even have Alabama this year.
I think we do got Alabama this year. Somebody can correct me on that if I'm wrong, but I think so. I was waiting on you to say that. But I think we got Alabama this year. It's going to be a tough year, man.
It's going to be a tough year. But I think if we play Texas like we did, as good as we did last year, I think we can possibly pull that one off.
Could be, because we're going to be at home in that ball game. So yeah.
Yeah. And Texas, their quarterback last year, he really came together. He's pretty tough. He's pretty good. But Mitchie, he's going to be a pretty good one. He was just a coin flip from being Notre Dame starting quarterback. As a matter of fact, I think he was going to, and last second, the coach changed his mind and went with the guy they had last year.
I definitely look forward to seeing how this all we play A&M this year in basketball. I mean in football. Someone just put that up on the screen. S Taylor made to say we play A&M this year.
Yeah, I think we play A&M at College Station. Cause if so, that's going to be tough.
That's tough.
Playing that 12th man, that's really, really tough there.
And it sure is. It really is. James, you got anything else? I got a color on, but you got anything else you want to say?
No, not really. Just stay safe out there, brother.
I thank you so much. I will too. Hey, would you did you serve in the military by chance?
I made it halfway through boot camp. Got medically discharged, but I gave it a shot.
Yes, you did, sir. So I can still say thank you for giving it a try. I appreciate it. Seriously.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, sir. A call in anytime. Thursday night shows. I always appreciate your support. And thank you. And go Cats.
Thank you. Go Cats.
You too. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's just a Chris. Chris, what's going on, man?
What's going on, man?
Good. What's on your mind?
I don't know. I'm just sick of UK fans just being crybabies, man.
Okay. Well, say what's on your mind, man.
I don't know. I mean,
no judgment zone.
Look, I mean, we got a squad, man. He's putting together a team. His team. And that Stokes bull crap, he wasn't going to be good for UK. Look, he's going to be another Peterson. That his name, Kansas. Yeah, he's gonna sit out most of
Yeah.
the year. Watch this. He's gonna sit out most of the year, just like he did.
It's your time, big guy. You get to talk.
I'm just telling you. That's what I think. I mean, I think
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
gonna be the same way. I mean, he he's all about himself.
Well,
So I don't.
I'm
I mean,
one. I'm glad that saga is over. Of course, I'm like a lot of people. You know, if I said that I didn't want him, I would be lying on this live show. But now that it's over, I'm happy, and the you know, if the drama is there, I mean, if everything happened the way that everyone's saying is that he signed his non-competitive or his non whatever he did,
I
even
believe
while he was
that.
on campus, even while he was on campus with UK, you know, then yes, there is, here's my thing, Chris, is on this show. I love keeping things in beside the white lines, or but whether it's football or basketball or anything. So I try not to go off on people's characters on what they do outside of the basketball room of the house. And the reason why that I can sit here and say this, what I'm going to say now, and I don't say it often, if you can come and hang out with Kentucky, and while you're not with Kentucky, you're in your hotel room and you're still signing with Kansas, but you still go pretend like everything could still be good with UK. Now, and the only reason I can say this is because it started happening in the realm of him being in a basketball motion of actually talking to the cats in their own house, then yes, I can finally say that there's probably some character issues there as well too. I mean, maybe we're old school and maybe we do things wrong, and maybe these younger guys, these 16, 17, 18-year-old kids or whatever, they just do things different than maybe we would when we was younger. You know, that's just not a good look. And now that the whole thing is over, and a lot of different things are coming out. In my heart, I'm like, you know what? We don't have the superstars. I'm not 100% sure that we can win with who we got. But by God, I'm willing to give us a chance as long as these guys don't have the issues that maybe some of these other guys will have that we don't have to deal with anymore. So that's
Yeah,
just my take.
we not even played a
Yeah,
game yet. Like, come
yeah,
on.
yeah,
Like he's on IG shooting hoops and Reparino posting that, and he already signed Kansas, man.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like,
Ridiculous.
you know, like in your mind, you have to say to yourself, like, where are you at? Now I get it, kids take these visits because they want to be wined and dined and all this kind of things. But he understood what was going on, and he understood his impact to Kentucky, and he understood that the money that he was gonna get, and he understood that that means that we gotta maybe say no to other players or not go all in on other players based off we're hoping that we have the money to pay you this big sum of money, so we can't go pay anybody else. And because of that, not only do we miss on you, but now we miss on these other players as well too. So Pope is gonna have to do a better job of being able to pick up those senses and realize, dude, I'm getting played. I gotta move on. But you know, when we talking about a player that could be the number one draft pick in the NBA, sometimes it makes you go do things that maybe normally you wouldn't do just because of the circumstances. But yeah, you know, it. I'm glad that's over. And if he's and if he's big and if he's a big of a problem that is seeming like he could be, then yes, I'm okay with not him being in our locker room.
Yeah, and Peterson's supposed to be number one too, but look where that got
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
Patterson or whatever his name is, Darren Peterson.
yeah,
He won't be number one no more.
yeah, I look for AJ to probably be number one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be tough. You know, yeah,
Let's go, Justin
but
McBride though. McBride, come on.
okay. Let's go. Just hopefully he comes here and he sees that, hey, I get announced that I'm coming to Kentucky, and nobody cares. because everybody's talking, which was in my eyes is a bad PR move.
It was bad.
Um,
It was bad.
I think it was.
It
I don't.
was. It was bad.
Yeah. I think that was a bad move. How they should have waited. Even I mean, either the next day they could announce it, or I don't know how that all went down. But but you don't make that announcement 30 minutes before you're trying after all this time of trying to get this guy. So once again, yeah,
Let's go UK football. Let's go UK basketball.
absolutely.
Up here in this
Let's
cold weather, Minnesota.
Well, then you stay in. Oh, okay. So it's up in Minnesota. I'm not sure if I've ever really talked to anybody from Minnesota before in a
Yeah, oh
long
yeah,
time. I
Minnesota.
appreciate you calling in, man. Thank you.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely. Hey, go catch, Chris. Thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. So, yeah. Anybody else want to call in? Man, it's a good call tonight. Once again, this is not based off what I think you're wrong or right. This is everything Big Mike and BBN. Hey, Kale, thank you so much for that, brother. I appreciate you. Who is this, Clint Hardy? If you are offered X, Y, and Z, then the fan social media platform post hurt your feelings that you don't want to come to UK. Good. Only exception is if it's something extreme. BBN, let's move on about Stokes. He came and made his choice. Yep, Stokes is gone. Peterson, I mean. He ain't gonna be that tough in NBA for at least 2 or 3 years. AJ is the truth. AJ is the truth. AJ's that dude, man, for real. Yep. So wish we could have I'm glad we didn't get him. Cause if Coach hey man, I know Bill Self was having issues with his health, and definitely prayers out to him. I wonder how much of the drama that he was dealing with Peterson that didn't make it any better. That's a lot of stress, man. How do we call Kel? Let me give you this link right here. And 1 second. I gotta move this. Hope it doesn't mess things up. There's a link at the top of the page. Kel, let me ask you a question. Are you watching from YouTube or are you watching from Facebook? Look like you may be watching from Facebook. Maybe. I'm not sure though. But where are you watching from, Kel? Kevin Young is BYU coach. Yeah. Kel, are you watching? Kel, there's a link in the comments, and I'll post it right here too. Thank you, Aaron. Aaron, appreciate that, brother. The link should be coming through, and there's a link right there. Just click the link. Earnhardt, because I think that can be. Don't shoot my head off, but I gotta ask so I can know if how to address you. But if the Aaron, are you a female or a guy? Because Aaron, I have to assume you're a male, because I know women can be called that name too as well. But that's a man's name, so I have to assume that you're a male. So don't bite my head off for asking. I just don't want to say ma'am or sir, and I'm addressing you wrong. I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Okay. Yeah. So there's a link at the top right here. I just post the link as well too. If you click the link, then you just put your name in. You don't have to pay for anything. Okay. If you put your name in or whatever, and then it'll come across my screen, and then I'll be able to let you in. Okay. Yeah. Did you see the link that I posted? Yeah, I think I heard this too, that he had eligibility problems, and I think that's why he might not be coming to Kentucky because of that, because of those issues right there, as well. Yeah. Okay. He's Major Frank Burns. He's a major. He's delusional like you. Chris Adams is a gender something confused. Okay. Well, we don't do politics on my show. Wow. 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 Cow cats. Yeah, we don't do. I appreciate you being here, but we don't do politics on the show. I think there's enough out there for politics, and I'm not smart enough to talk politics. So I just decided that when I built this channel, that for this time being, we don't do politics. Now, if it's something that's just majorly going on in the world that that we could talk about reasonably, we can do that. But as far as getting into politics, I don't do that here on this channel. Louisville about to get another 7 foot. They out there spending that money, man. They out there. Once again, man. At the end of the day, the number one question is: do these young men believe in Coach Pope? Do these young men want to play for Pope? That's why eventually Pope is if like I know we don't have on paper to the nation, to even to a lot of BBN fans, we don't have a bunch of players that's going to jump off the page and be like, yes, that's a championship caliber team right there. We know that. But for Coach Pope to really be able to really get these guys to believe that he can win ball games and that he can help them is he's going to have to make an extremely deep run in March to be able to say, I can get it done with these guys. Imagine what I can do with you. Yeah. Dismiss the poll. You mean turn the poll off? I don't know. I'm not sure how to do that, but I can. Why would I do that for? But I guess I can. Well, what's the 59? Yes. It's in favor of Pope. Why would I dismiss it for? Yes. Do you still believe in Coach Pope? I do. Absolutely. I believe in it as well. Come on, Coach Pope. Win some games. Nobody's calling in, right? No, nobody's calling. Win some games, Coach. Yeah. So today, guys, starts. First of all, it's May the 1st here. So you guys are still in April, and I'm in May. So catch up with me, please. Fast. Yeah. Frank Gravity. Sounds like a bunch of excuses for Pope today. Pope's gonna have to win some games, man. Look, I'm optimistic. I want Coach Pope to be successful here at Kentucky. I want him to win, but it sounds like a lot of these young men just don't. A lot of these 5-star players, it just sounds like a lot of these big time players look like they just don't know who Coach Pope is, and they don't trust him. They don't know what you can do. So, I mean, he's gonna have to win and win big in order for people to be able to, I can win. See what I can do? And if he doesn't win, but Carl Miller, how you doing, brother? Thank you so much. So, guys, we are in the last 7 minutes of this show. If you haven't hit the like button yet, please go do so. I would appreciate it. Keep in mind, once we hit 5,000 subscribers, sorry about this, guys. Once we hit 5,000 subscribers, I will be doing another raffle as well, giving away some more merch because I appreciate everybody else. I don't know, and the way I do it is very, very random on how the winner is selected as well. My hope is that ever who wins it, it's someone who really watches the show on a regular basis and really supports the channel. My worst feeling is that it goes to somebody, the merch goes to somebody who just signed up, and that's okay because if it is, I would still keep my word. But that's my biggest fear is giving merch to someone who just signed up for 2 days and they, you don't know if they're gonna come back or not, even after they get the merch. So that's my biggest thing. But that's kind of the fairest way that I can do it. Or I could just say you've had to be a member for at least a month to qualify for it. I got to do something because I got to make sure that people who are really supporting the channel has the best opportunities to get something out of it. Because I want to make sure that I'm giving back to those who cares about Jamal Crawford. Mark Pope can't let the fox in the hen house. Let the pieces fall and then judge him. You can't judge any coach. Who said this right here? Who said that? Who did the judge right here? Matt. Let me throw this up on the yeah. Let the pieces fall, then judge him. You can't judge any coach on 1 year. That was riddled with injuries. Not 1 year, but 2 years of injuries. Now, I don't necessarily call being riddled with injuries when it comes to JQ because you brought him in here and he was already injured. So you know you was bringing in an injured player. So I don't. That's on Coach Pope. That's his fault. He needs to, as the famous words of 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 Coach Stoops. He needs to pony up with that. That's his fault. He made a decision and it backfired on him. It did not work. No one knows whether Pope will be here more than one more year until this next season plays out. I agree with that. Yeah, absolutely. And for me, that's why I'm just like, okay, can I muster up enough energy and is my love that deep that I'm willing to give Coach Pope one more year to see what he does? And that's kind of where I'm at right now with the Coach Pope situation. Do I have enough in me to at least say, let's give him one more year and let's see if guys can stay healthy? If he doesn't, if guys are not healthy and we still losing games by 25, 30 points and we still can't do anything positive, some serious conversations need to be had. Maybe not by me, but by upper management. Yeah, you don't know. Look at stats, people. Cal had worse years with full health. Yeah, I like that. Let me throw that up as well. Absolutely. Look at stats, people. Cal had worse years with fully healthy rosters. That's true. Yeah, it's always it's easy. It's easy to look at Coach Pope and says, well, things are not going right. We're not winning ball games. But sometimes people like that comment, it can kind of bring you back in and humble you a little bit. And that's why I just haven't thrown in the towel yet and just says I'm done with Coach Pope. I'm not satisfied with what he's doing, but I'm not going to just throw in I'm not going to just throw in the towel and just says just get this guy out of here. I don't want this guy here no more. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's see. Even when not getting the GM and thinking that he got this all under control and all of this, for me, it's just more so comes down to you get one more year, man. Make it happen. Yeah. If not, then you should step down. Mo Williams is not the Fox. I can tell you that. It doesn't take a genius to know how next season is going to go. I don't know, Joshua. I'm not ready to just I'm not ready to just throw that out there and just say that, can we still get in live? Hey, local, yes, you can. If you want to call in, I was going to do only a 2-hour show today. We're about 2 minutes in. But local, if you want to call in, please go do so. Okay, I'll let you call in. Absolutely. Please do. 9 to 16, 112 likes. Appreciate that. So if you guys just getting here, we just got one of the viewers. He just got a promotion live. He is one of our new moderators as well. Skilled Dragon. You can see he's always throwing up the numbers and like stuff like that. And look, it's just what he does. I've never asked him to do it. He just took on that role a month ago, probably, if not longer. And that's just what he does. So I was like, you know what? This guy's always promoting people to like. And I don't think that we get 100 likes for a lot of these shows if he's not pushing it. I'm just gonna be real. So these shows, this guy is pushing us over 100 likes a show now, and that's crazy. Like I've never gotten this many likes for a live show, and he made it happen. And I look for you guys that don't know me, I'm an emotional brother, and that makes me a little teary eyed that somebody that I never met, that I don't even know, is willing to promote my show, this show, like he does. So I'm like, dude, I gotta make this guy a moderator, bro. I gotta show, and all you guys do. So I'm not trying to single anybody out, but I think this guy pushes the show over 100 likes every single show with the help of you guys too. So I just that was something that I just wanted to do for him, and it's um, just give him a something. Said, hey man, you're part of the team because you keep getting to show 100 likes on these live shows. So I have to show my appreciation to him. Cal definitely done less but more for sure. Um, that's true. Alan Kane. Hey, welcome to the show. Congratulations. Alan was also one of the winners of the merch. Hopefully he gets his show. So we actually got a call in like right now. Yep. This right here will be unless the where's he at? The local guy who talked about. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Carl in. But if the local guy comes, then I'm definitely gonna get him in because I don't think I've ever spoke to them before. So I'll definitely get them in. But let me get Carl in the show right now.
What's going on,
Hey
Big
Carl,
Mike?
how you doing, brother?
Not
What's
much.
good,
How
man?
you doing tonight?
What's good, man? What's going on in your part of the world, man?
Sitting in the house. It's got cool outside, son.
Oh, okay, got a little.
Yeah.
It's getting hot here, brother.
Yep.
It's getting hot. Yeah,
So
it's
what do you
getting
think
hot here.
about? So what do you think about the Tyron Stokes going to Kansas?
I was glad that it was over.
Yep, me too. I told you he was trolling Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm glad that it's over. That's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah,
I just gotta say, I think Kentucky's gonna surprise a lot of people this year.
you know,
Everybody's not got no faith in them, but I think these boys is gonna surprise a lot of people.
I say this about your comment. He better. If he wants to stay here at Kentucky, he better shock some people for real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he will. I think he'll have a season like he did the first year. Maybe go a little further.
I hope so. Um, I I think the only way
Did you see the new kid that they was talking about that he was targeting? That I can't think of his name right off. That boy that they said he's lights out from 3 point range.
I think he's the one from overseas, right?
Yeah, they said he's lights out.
Yeah, but I think he will get some. I think he may be ineligible from what I saw. I don't know that for sure. I know you guys follow it a lot closer, but we talked about him maybe about 20 minutes ago, and I think someone mentioned that
Yeah, I
he's
lost
going to be
track of time, or I'd
ineligible.
have been on here when you first come on.
Oh, Carl, man, you always here, bro. No big thing. But yeah, but someone said that he might be ineligible to be able to come play ball. Um,
What about the other boy? What's
the
his name?
Santos kid, the
The
Santos
big
kid.
yeah, and the
I
other
like
big no the other big boy that he's going after. What's his name? I can't think of his name.
the one overseas, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Santos.
there's Santos, and then there's another one. What's it? I can't think of
Ooh,
his name.
I don't know about the other guy.
His last name starts
Ooh,
with an M. I can't think of his name. Big old boy.
I'm not sure. I haven't heard that yet.
He's
That's a
like
good
six.
question.
He's like 6'9", 6'10".
See, we need another strong 6'11", a 6'11",
Yeah,
about 250.
I think we'll get the Santos kid. And then there's that other one he's going after that they've been talking about him all. They was talking about him today on that one show that I can't stand them. That sleepers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really
Yeah,
like them too, but
them
yeah.
guys can't even come on there. Every time they come on there, they have to talk negative about Kentucky.
Oh, absolutely. Because I mean, it moves the needle. They
Yeah,
know that because
I was on their chat today live, and I told them, I said, "Won't y'all come on over to the Loyal Big Blue Nut, a big BBN show?" Well, I said, "We'd love to talk to you."
yeah, for real. They- yeah, but that Stephen kid, I don't think he's gonna come. He may. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of what's going on with him. That was the initial thing that he was flying overseas to go seeing. I don't know how that's all unfolding. So
Still sleep.
so I know, and everybody else knows as well about
Look
him.
here,
But
Mike. Let me show you the new Kentucky fan of the family.
okay, let me see who that is, man.
Look
Breaking
here.
news. Oh, she's cute. Look at those cheeks, man. Look at those cheeks. I'm a sucker for those, bro. I am.
I gotta go get her some Kentucky gear.
Yes, you got to do it right, brother. You got to get it right for real. Get it right. Uh, so please do
Yeah,
make me.
I just wanted to call in and see what you thought about the Tyron Stokes situation. And
Yeah,
I
I'm
told you
glad
he
he.
was. I
Yeah,
said I told everybody he was trolling. He wasn't coming to Kentucky. I thought he was going to go to Oregon, but he went to Kansas.
yeah. Well, we get to
What
play him,
what
and that's
gets me?
good.
They said that he had already signed with Kansas way before. He signed a verbal commitment to him before he ever even made his decision.
Yeah, he did. He did. He trolled, and
Yeah,
this is sort of I can
that's all
always
right.
tell.
Because
Yeah,
remember, November 10th, we play Kansas in the championship classic.
and I look forward to that too. And McBride's
I,
gonna put his
I'm
body on
I'm
him.
gonna call it right now. I'm gonna call it right now. $50 says Tyrone Stokes don't play in the game. There'll be some kind
Ooh,
of injury where he sits on the bench all year. He'll be another Peterson. Watch.
I want him to play because I want to beat him. Yeah,
I do
yeah,
too.
yeah.
How sweet would it be if he played and we beat him by 30?
That would be sweet, bro. That would be yeah, that would open up some eyes. That's for sure.
Oh, I'd
Yeah,
be I'd be on every side I could think, every Kansas side I could think, rubbing it in.
yeah. So that would be good as well.
Well, I'll let you
Absolutely.
take another call. I just want to call in and see what you thought about the Tyrone Stokes situation.
Well, I appreciate that. Of course, that was one of the first topics that we got to today on this show and everything. So,
You know,
hey, I appreciate you calling in. Okay,
yep. You know, I'm gonna call every Thursday. I about lost track of time today.
that's all good, brother. Hey, I'm gonna try to put you. I'm gonna try to remove you, so it doesn't mess up the recording. Okay.
All righty.
Okay. Hey, thank you, brother.
Yep, you do.
Okay. Okay.
Bye.
There you go. Okay, that's working better. So I think give it a few more days, and I think the bulk of the Tyron Stokes conversations will start to drill. People still want to talk about it, and if you call in, and if that's what you want to talk about, I get it. Everybody, a lot of people is ready to move on from it. I am for sure, but that's still something that's still a conversation that's lingering, and that's just kind of the way that it goes. You know what? I would love to get a lady to call in tonight. We haven't had a lady call in tonight. I would love to get a lady call in and get her perspective on what she thinks about Kentucky, what's going on. Can we get one? If there's one lady in the group that's willing to call in, that's willing to talk Kentucky, and if there's anybody out there, call in. Julie, I wish you can call in because I would love to hear from you. I'm not even gonna lie. But if there's any other ladies out there who want to call in, I would love to be able to do that. Um, I like this conversation about Chris. He said everyone talking about UK roster, but Kansas roster is garbage too. I look forward to playing these guys, man. I do. It's and we need to win too as well. We need to win some games. Hey, Josh.
Hey, I got one more thing I forgot to say earlier.
Okay,
Hey,
brother. What's up?
real quick, 'cause I call. Hey, as much as this kid's been hyped about Stokes, right? And everybody's talking about how he's so talented, he's the number one ranked player in the world or whatever it is. Why didn't North Carolina, Duke, Arkansas, UConn, Michigan, even with the national championship they just had, why didn't they recruit this kid? Because they know
And
he's toxic. They know he's toxic, bro. And
yeah,
I've been listening to your show. I've been working, and I agree with everybody. I think we got lucky, and we didn't have to pay this dude $5 to $7 million. He was
I
going to go
think
to
it was.
Kansas the whole time. He lost his contract with Nike because Kansas is an Adidas school.
I didn't know he lost his contract
I
though.
mean, he
That's
surely did. I mean, he's going to be
yeah,
wearing Adidas. You can't be signed with Nike and wear Adidas shoes.
yeah,
So that don't
that,
make no sense. So I mean, that'd be kind of stupid. Be like, oh, I'm pro Nike, but I got Adidas on. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So that makes no sense. But why didn't these other schools go after him?
I don't
There
know.
has to be some kind of red flag. And just watch what they say. Okay, say he gets a turf toe injury, right? Then what? He's sitting down for the rest of his freshman year, and then he's going. I mean, JQ was a different thing. He had an injury. We all knew about it, but it'd have been another situation like that. We overpay for this kid, and then he don't play for us because, like, oh, I'm number one. I don't need you all. I need myself. He's all
Yeah.
about himself, and I'm not being mean about the kid. I hope he has a good career. I hope he has a blessed career, but he needs to really knock off all that shenanigans about getting on social media and doing this and doing that. I mean, he had our fan base in such an uproar, and I didn't care, man. I didn't really pay no attention to it much because, in the day, I didn't think he was going to come here anyway because just the fact that I thought he was going to go to Oregon for some reason. I really did. I thought he was going to go out west and go to Oregon because they're a night school. So I thought he
Yes.
was going to go out there and be with the kid that went from Kentucky out there. What was his name again? Jasper Johnson.
Just, yeah,
Yeah.
JJ.
So I thought he was going to go there and play with Jasper, but he went to Kansas. And really,
Yeah.
who's Kansas got on their roster? Who's
Someone just, because they lost their center. Someone just put that they got. I don't know who they got, but but somebody just put on there that they got a garbage team next year too as well too. So I don't know.
I don't know,
I
man.
guess
I'm
they had
just saying,
yeah.
as a collective whole, we just need to let Coach Pope, Mo Williams, whoever else is out there, just do their thing. Yes, we probably do need a GM. It would probably help tremendously, especially with the way NIL is nowadays, just to help with that logistics of that part.
Yeah.
So Pope does need to get a GM, and hopefully before the season starts, it would help tremendously going forward with future recruits. But he's already recruiting for next year. People don't see that. People don't see he's already getting players to commit, and he's already talking to this player and talking to this player. And if we don't get 5-star kids that don't want to come to Kentucky, oh well. We'll get some 2s and 3s and 4s. And that's like somebody said, I don't know if it's you or what, that's his job is to mold these young kids and be a
Yes, it
better
is.
athlete.
Yes, it
And
is.
he's a good coach. He's a good human being. He's got a good heart. He wants to win titles here. He wants to be successful. But when you got the BBN breathing down your neck saying, oh, we need to do this and Coach Pope needs to do that. And, I mean, man, again, who are y'all? Who are y'all? I mean, I bleed blue just like you do. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that job at all.
No, I don't want that job. Now, if I've been coaching for a long time and I think I had a strong backbone and I was ready for it, maybe. But that's coaching at Kentucky is just a different beast. And he
Oh,
knows that.
you better have a
Yeah.
huge backbone to come
Yeah.
to Kentucky because everybody
Absolutely.
expects championships. And that's another thing. You just look at Michigan. They hadn't won a national title since 1989. 89, they haven't won a national title. We haven't won one since 2012. Everybody's like, oh, look what Calipari did. What did Calipari exactly do? He got us one national championship. Yes, we were close in a couple others, 2015 with UConn or 2014 with UConn. That the really dream squad that went 38-1. That was a good team. We would have beat Duke that year for the national championship. We just came up short against Wisconsin. But really, what did Calipari do? Tubby Smith got a championship. Rick Pitino got a championship. And Calipari got a championship. That's 3. That's the last 3 championships we've had. 96, 98, 2012. Other than that, what did the man really do?
Man, it's tough.
We
No
went to
judgment. So
then
people say
what
what they
happened?
feel.
One year we didn't even make the national champion or the NCAA. We went to the NIT and got beat first round. You remember that?
Yeah. It's hurt.
Calipari should have been fired then. But no, what did Kentucky do? Let's give him more money. Let's do this, whatever. But I'm just saying, we went to the NIT and got beat by some scrub. And I'm like, so we've had way worse seasons. That's my whole thing to this. We've had way
Yeah.
worse seasons. So please, people, please, if you love Kentucky like me and Mike do, just relax, take a breath, step back, and just enjoy life and support the people that Mark Pope is getting and have faith that he's going to get it righted. It's going to take him time.
Yeah, I just for me, as I said earlier, it's just like I something inside of me is just not ready. Do I see that there's problems? Absolutely, but something inside of me just won't allow me to just be like, man, just get rid of Pope and let's move on with our life. Something
No, because
inside of
what do
me
you do?
just,
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
yeah. Say you get rid of Mark Pope after next year. Say they're like fan base is like, oh yeah, he didn't do it. He went to say we go to the Elite Eight or we go to the Final Four and we get beat for some reason. All right, is fan base going to want him gone then? Who you going to get? Bruce Pearl ain't coming to Kentucky. Billy Donovan ain't coming to Kentucky. I mean, nobody really wants Dan Hurley. He's a psychopath.
yeah,
Um, I mean, he headbutts referees for God's sakes. Eh, I mean, I'm just saying, who do you gonna
yeah.
who really is gonna come to Kentucky? And everybody's like, well, Kentucky used to have tradition. We still have tradition, but NIL people has really changed the game. It's all about leveling us. Everybody has a fair shot. If you got the money, you can get this athlete. If you don't have the money, you're not gonna get this athlete. It's all about the Benjamins now.
Absolutely,
But
it
man,
is.
again, thank you for your show. I enjoy your
Okay,
content. You're an amazing human being. You
thank you,
are a
brother.
diehard fan just like me. You're
Yeah,
frustrated just like me, but just we got to have faith, brother. We got to
we
keep
do.
keep our heads held high and look to the
Yeah,
sky and thank God for every day that we got, man.
absolutely. Amen to that. Thank you, Josh, man. I appreciate it, brother.
All right, brother. You have a blessed night.
You too. Hey, I'll let you out, okay? So it doesn't mess up the
Oh,
recording.
okay, okay. All right.
Okay. Okay. So I had a comment by somebody that wanted to give me a suggestion to make my call-in show better. Um, where's he at? Who was that? His name was Matt. Where's that at? I threw it. I think I threw his comment up on the screen. Somebody calling. I had to mute this call. Hey guys, I told you guys when I created this show, the show is all about just letting people call in and say what's on your mind. And look, you're gonna get this when you call in, you're gonna get the same treatment. You get to say what's on your mind. Yeah. I gotta find that comment, Matt, right here. Where's it at? I had it. Oh, I just had it. What did I do with it? Matt, did I just go over? I did. Hold on, right here. This guy, Matt, can I offer another approach on your calling line? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, how can we make this better? Um, I'm all for that. Absolutely. And matter of fact, I wish you could actually call in and talk to me like how we can make this better. That's the kind of person that I am. Is how can we make this better? Someone said somebody called it 2 years, 2022. Why couldn't we get Billy? Nico Bryan. Nico, how you doing, man? Good to see you, man. I don't want Bruce Pearl. Anyone would be foolish to not want Dan Hurley here. He's the best coach in college basketball today. Psychopath. That's one from Kansas. Tay Kenny, Blyden, Toledo, average 16 points. Stokes, Doge, Utah, Reeves, 72, College of Charleston, and Duke. Big Mike, I answered some of the myths posed by you. Hey, that's what it's about. Once again, guys, look, whenever two more for 120, let's get it, BBN. Um, uh, here's the thing, guys. Once again, even not on here, but just in person. I'm a conversationalist, and not so I can have a response, but I just love hearing people's different opinions. When you in this line of walk, and when you around people from all over the world every single day, and when you getting different opinions, you appreciate the different opinions of like other people. You don't always agree with them, but you enjoy opinions. And that's why I wanted to have a phone line so bad. And everyone, people who might not agree with Josh, that's fine. I'm not telling you guys to like, to agree, to whatever. But if you call in, then I'm gonna give you the same respect that I gave him, and I'm gonna let you say what's on your mind. And then other people in the chat, then they might not agree with what you're saying too as well. So it kind of goes both ways. I just missed that text from Matt. Matt asked if he could post the call link. Oh yeah, I posted it right here. My fault. Let me see right here. Yeah, so much for a 2 hours show tonight. You guys just keep it going, so we just hang out. I just posted the link again, Matt, for you to. All you gotta do is click on it, and I'll let you in. Do your thing, Big Mike. Lead chips. I want to see what he said though. Let's see, Matt. Oh yeah. Yeah, Matt, call in absolutely. Look, guys, I want you guys to understand something that like this is not necessarily I try to keep the show clean. I try to keep it fun, and I want people to be able to come. That's why I don't allow. That's why I don't like cussing and politics in my show. But I like people to come in and feel free that they can say what's on their mind. You know what I'm saying? So I don't try to put like I don't try to censor people. Now, if you say something crazy and if it doesn't make it on the screen, then it's probably something crazy. So I didn't put it up. But as far as I'm never going to try to tell people how they should feel. I'm just a small guy doing this show, and people show up and support. So I have to return that favor, and in a respectful way. Major Frank Pope has accomplished the same stuff Cal has in the last 5 years. So that's why I named the show the BBN Civil War is here. It is because apparently it looks like Major supports Pope. I may be wrong, but it looks like he supports Pope. But then you got people who like, I don't care about Pope. I don't want Pope here. So it's kind of like we're split on it. And I think the only way, I think Matt, he's calling in. 1 second, guys. I think we got a call. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Big Mike, what's going on?
Good. I love the hat and I love the shirt. What's on your mind, big guy?
I appreciate it. So,
right.
just real quick to all of BBN,
Yes. All right.
I've listened for about the last 2 to 3 weeks on Coach Pope, and a lot of BBN is just really attacking the guy and his character and everything else, saying he can't coach. I want to give a totally different perspective. Give me about 30 seconds, and I'll get off here.
No, it's all yours, big guy.
November 6th, 2024, my wife passed away.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
She was 40 years old.
I'm sorry to hear that.
She left a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old, an 11-year-old. Okay. My kids that week, hardest conversation I've ever had in my life. So we needed a break. Lifelong UK fans. Okay. The kids all agreed, hey, let's go to Lexington. We go to Lexington. After the game, just like Calipari, Coach Pope stays after. So many people, probably guesstimate 250, 300 people stay after the game to get ball signed, things like that, right? Coach Pope, his wife Leanne, everybody, they stay right there, okay? When we come up to him, he literally stops the crowd, and my youngest child says, hey, Mom died, but we're here. So I just told Coach Pope, kind of looked at me. I pulled him to the side, explained the situation. He literally made everybody behind us just stop. He took, 10, 12, 15 minutes. Just completely forgot everybody else in the room. His wife, his staff tried to give us front row tickets. We declined them. We were very appreciative of it. We weren't there for that reason. But that man showed more humility in the 10, 15 minutes than I've ever seen from any college coach. I grew up a Pitino fan. I'm a huge Rick Pitino fan. I've met Coach Pitino. I've met Coach Calipari. I've met Coach Gillespie. All of them. Coach Pope showed the human side of himself, the side that you don't see on TV. So for that reason, which is completely unrelated to the basketball side of things, I will be in his corner and give him the benefit of the doubt because he showed humility where you don't see on any TV station or a majority of TV stations, the man behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So I just want to throw that out there. Thank you for your time. Keep it up.
Hey, hold,
Love
hold,
the
hold,
show.
hold. Oh, Matt, you can't just leave like that, bro.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm I'm a I can't even. Anyway, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
No. Take time.
I can't even imagine what you're going through, bro. Like you lose your wife, and I choose to go over money because I make more money and I can take care of my family. But what I really want to do is just be home with my family, and my salute, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute. Thank you for man, dude. I'm sorry, guys. I'm when I tell you guys I'm an emotional brother, I am. But yeah, man, and that's one reason why myself is that I want to win, and I love this program, and I want to win national championships, and I understand that things don't look perfect right now, and I'm angry like the next person, after we lose ball games and everything. But it's I'm is Coach Pope going to be here the next 5 or 10 years? I don't know that. That's over my head. But it's something about just seeing what happens, and that's kind of where I'm at this year. And I might be naive. I might be a fan fanatic. I don't know, but it's just something. It's just something that just won't allow me to just throw in the towel and says let's just get somebody else. I want to have a productive year. This year. I would love to go back to the Final Four. I would love to get to the Elite Eight. I would love to do all the things that the Kentucky fan base expects out of a Kentucky coach. I would love all of that. But sometimes when you hear stories like yours, you just be like, dude, you do realize it's more to basketball than life. It's some serious things out there. So I guess my point is, man, thank you so much, man, for calling in. I'm sorry, guys. I really didn't really, that's not how I wanted to end the
Sorry.
show. But definitely thank you for
Thank you, though.
taking the courage to call in and giving us a different perspective. And like I always say, Matt, man, let's just see what happens, and
Yes,
it's
sir.
what it is. It is what it is. We're gonna just get, we can go cheer for Louisville, we can go cheer for Tennessee, we can go cheer for some of these other teams because they may look like that they're winning and they got the right coaches, but I just choose to stick with Kentucky. And Coach Pope may not be the future of Kentucky long. I don't know that, but while he's here, the only thing that I can do is, as a fan, is just try my best to support him and just try to cheer on the Cats and just see if they can be successful, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well said.
So,
Thanks, Mike.
hey,
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, man. You're always welcome to call in too. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
You too. I end you, okay, so it doesn't mess up the stream. Okay. Oh, he cut off anyway. So hey guys, I'm sorry about the emotional side. That's life, man, and I hate to hear people go through all of that right there. So yeah. Y'all are what did they just say negative of to our own program? You're pathetic. I didn't appreciate the call. I do too. I appreciate the call too, man. I'm not sure what was said over there that was so bad, man. But I appreciate you guys who just keep it classy. I do. I'm not here to judge people that like that, but I just appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out and all of that. That was definitely didn't see that kind of call coming tonight. Didn't even So yeah, I'm emotional. And I see. Hey, fast run. I'm just It was just that phone call kind of just had me all shook up a little bit, man, and everything. But Matt, salute out to you, my man. I appreciate you. And does anybody else want to call in, man? I end the show, or if anybody want to call in, I will. I'll take another phone call or two. It's up to you guys. If not, man, we'll be back next Thursday. Make sure you guys hit the like button once again. Congrats to Skill Dragon for being pumped up to a show moderator. He's helped out the show a lot. Uh, Fast Run needs ran out of here. Mod. uh, Let's run. So I appreciate every Fast Run. Facts run needs run out. So we just got to keep it. We try to keep it human on this side of the house. I'm no better than none of you guys here. I just have a show, and I'm glad that you guys support it, and I'm glad that we can all hang out and we can all talk Kentucky sports together as a group, as a family. It definitely it definitely means a lot to me for you guys. Uh, uh, Oh, I'm just like you guys, man. I'm just a fan, bro. I wear my Kentucky stuff. I cheer for my Cats. I'm angry when they lose. I'm disappointed when I feel like our team didn't give us the most. That's nothing that you guys and a lot of you guys have been able to follow this Kentucky program a lot more in more depth than I can, and you guys can walk circles around me with the knowledge of the program. So I always show that respect to those who have been doing this for many, many years, and I always value you guys as input. I don't necessarily have to agree with you, but I value you as a person, you as a fan, and also lastly you as someone who supports the channel. It really really means a great deal to not just to me, but to Jimmy, to BC, and Leah. It means a lot to all of us that you guys take the time out to support the page. Um, I still don't see a link. Okay, Cal, let me. I just posted. Hey, Cal. Hey, where are you watching from? Are you watching on YouTube or Facebook? Where are you watching from? Kentucky wins or lose. Okay, let's take another call. So I'm gonna post it right now for Cal. If you're able to get in, then I'll let Kentucky Josh know that we got a someone who's been trying to call in. But that's the link right here. Fast run, go to Kansas with Stokes and Thurlway. I'm gonna let him in right here. Josh, what's going on, brother?
Big Mike, how you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing good, man. And yourself?
I'm good. I just
Good,
wanted
good.
to add um, my condolences to the last caller for sure.
Okay.
I wanted to kind of push back a little bit on because Josh has called in a couple different times, right?
Okay.
And the last thing he was saying, he's like, "Well, what's Calipari done? What's Calipari did? What did he do for the pro?" Well, first of all, you have to remember we had Billy before he came in. When he came in, he brought John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins with him. Bledsoe was the next year. So his first year here, he went Elite Eight. Next year, Final Four. Next year, Anthony Davis' team and Deron Lamb and Terrence Jones came back champion. Then we hit the NIT because he didn't have any recruits after that.
Yeah.
Then he turned it around again the very next year. That was the Harrison twins. And we were seeded like 8 or something
Yes.
going into the tournament. And we
Wichita
ran through
State.
Louisville. Yeah, we ran through Louisville, Michigan. We ran through everybody, got all the way to the championship game again. So that's 3 Final
Okay.
Fours right there. Now, then you get another Final Four the next year because we should have went all the way. That was the supposedly supposed to be undefeated that next year. Then we lost to Wisconsin in the Final Four, and then we started downfalling. Second round the next year, Elite Eight, and then Sweet 16, and then Elite Eight again, and then the COVID thing hit, and that was it. And that's when he should have been gone. That's when Calipari should have. And he said it himself, and I keep saying this too. 10 years at Kentucky, man, and you're done. Because after that, it was lost to St. Peter's, lost in the second round, lose to Oakland, and now you're gone, right?
Yeah.
But we couldn't fire him because Mitch put him in that lifetime contract. It would have cost us tons of money. It was like $20 million or something to buy his it was ridiculous money. We would not have been able to buy him out. So him leaving was a good thing for us. So anyway, I just wanted to clear him up on that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like a lot of people forget about these things, but here's the truth, right? Here's some facts. And the thing, and so beyond that, because forget about Cal. Nobody wants to talk about that crap anymore, just like Stokes. Nobody cares about that anymore. It's gone. It's in the rearview mirror. Put it in the rear view, right?
Yep.
Right. Put it in the rear view. But this is what I was saying, and BC said it too, and I know you agree with both of us on this, and I know you hate saying you agree with BC on this, but the fact of the matter is we're kind of just recruiting mid majors and stuff. I think maybe the first year of Pope might have been a flash in the pan, and now we're seeing him. I've seen people in the chat say he's kind of looks like he's building this like BYU, like when he was at BYU, and he kind of is because he's getting those 3 and 4 star guys that they don't really. But NIL kind of changed everything for him because I think we all know that Pope he needs 2-3 year guys, right? Like Ortega, you started seeing him, and even BG started coming along, but then NIL hit. And so, of course, BG's going to throw his name in the portal, and he got some money for it. The fact that Mo left that was disappointing. It's like we went from a guy that can get all the 5-star recruits to a guy that can't recruit anybody. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that guy that could recruit everybody, no X's and O's. There was no defense. There was no switches on pick and rolls. There was nothing. They were getting beat by teams that were worse than them, talent wise. 5-star, they lottery picks. Now we switched to a guy that can't recruit anybody, needs 2, 3, 4 year guys to implement his system, and it's gone like the other direction completely. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's just kind of like. No, it's no wonder that a lot of Kentucky fans are hot and cold on this because we went from one extreme to the other, and you know what I mean. It's like, but that's what I was saying about BC is that we still need a couple of horses. Give me a couple of, and that's why I said about Stokes. Our back was up against the wall with him because you need that horse, right, to fit together with the rest of the system, and I think Pope's got a lot of decent pieces in place. I think McBride's going to be a big stretch for, kind of like Andrew Carr was in his first year.
Okay.
That's why I said that Pope kind of got lucky his first year because he came in with nothing. But then this last year, he goes into the season with no GM and NIL hits, right? And he's got nobody there basically to help him evaluate talent, to evaluate the roster. And the other thing was Kentucky never really pushed back on that 22 mil thing. Like we were the biggest spenders, and we were not. I agree with Joshua on that. We were not the biggest spenders. We were, like he said, top 12, top 15 or something. We were definitely not the top. And then, you look at a team like Michigan, of course, it was all portal players and everything like that, but they spent quite a bit of money for that. And you can't tell me that Yaxel Lindenborg wasn't a 5-star. They had 5 stars on that team. Dusty May had 5 stars on that team, and that's one thing we're not really getting. And the problem with needing to go 2, 3, and 4 years is that everybody puts their name in the portal now, right?
Yeah.
Everybody. Well, let's see who's going to pay me. If you could pay me, right? Because most of these kids know they're not going to have an NBA career, professional career in basketball. Even if maybe they go to the G League, it's going to be overseas or something, and they'll make some money. But it's not going to be like what college is paying right now, right?
Yeah.
And so, and that's the thing too. NIL it's not set up the way that Pope is setting this up. It's just like it kind of sucks really, because Pope is such a great X's and O's guy, and it's like it did this, like it hit each other and just blew the whole thing up, because he was coming here to do what we all wanted him to do with the system and coaching X's and O's, and get some decent guys and keep them around and get them in the system. And then you can see them popping out, picking and rolling, and popping, hitting threes, and playing some defense. And now these kids they won't even stick around anymore, because everybody wants that bag chasers, right? I mean, it is what it is. It just, like I said before, and I've said this before, Mike, I have, it just really, it bothers me, because it's almost like Pope hit the wrong lottery. You know what I mean? Like he came in at the right time in the wrong conditions, right? Because you've got the AD going out now. You've got needing a GM, all these things changing. Why he hasn't found a GM, who knows? Keegan Brown, who knows what he's doing? Nobody knows what he's doing. Maybe he's helping put that roster together. Maybe it will work, right? But it's just kind of like everybody's kind of up in the air. There's plenty of us that are like, man, when you do nothing but put mid majors on your team, you're gonna be a mid major. You know what I mean? It's like, what would you expect? Losing 12, 14 games, going 10-8 in conference, playing on a Wednesday night in the SEC tournament. It's like he set records. He's right. He set records in his first year for beating top 15 teams. When he turned around this year, got run out the gym by Michigan State. Got run out the gym by Gonzaga. That wasn't even, like the first year to the second year, and you're getting beat by 40 points by Gonzaga now. Holy cow, dude!
Yeah.
And
Vanderbilt wasn't good.
It's not just them. Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. And then Florida's going to come in with the number one. They're just going to come in with the number one seed right off the bat, because they got Condon coming back and all those guys. Yeah. And I think probably maybe even Chindilu, right?
Yeah.
And who knows?
Ooh, I don't know.
And who knows who stays in the draft too? It could be. I mean, I don't think Moreno's going to stay in there, but I wouldn't expect. And I've seen a lot of people say this in the chat too. Momcilovic, I don't see him coming out of the draft. Maybe he does. That's the Iowa State guy, right? But maybe he does. But I don't think Pope's even pursued him. So I think there was guys like Alan Graves, and the other kid from Santa Clara, I think, is who they were kind of focusing on. But I haven't seen a whole lot more about that reporting for a few days now. So who knows how that goes? I mean, those could be a horse. There's some horses there, and who knows how the draft goes and how people pull their name out of the draft. Maybe, just maybe, Pope does get lucky on one of these guys that withdraws from the draft. But if they haven't put their name in the portal, they're not eligible, right? So they can't come here. We can't pick them off the. Yeah, we can't pick them off the tree.
Yeah. That's a good point that people don't really talk about a whole lot. Is a lot of these guys they go they put their name in the draft, but they don't declare a transfer. So while we can still sit back and say there's still a lot of people left in the transfer portal, especially some of the, well, not transfer, but people who put their name in for the draft. A lot of those
Didn't put
guys,
in, yeah,
they
didn't put
didn't
in
put
for
in
the
the
transfer
transfer portal.
portal in
So
time.
I think that's key for people to to be able to look at when they start looking at some of these big names that still may come back to college. They didn't hit the transfer portal, so therefore they go back to their old teams. So it's not like we would get them anyway,
Right.
And
Well, it's either that or they go to the G League.
yeah, exactly. But they won't be. They just won't be able to come to
They
Kentucky.
won't make the money. Yeah, they won't make the money coming
Yeah,
back to,
absolutely.
that they would coming back to college, right? So
Yep. So
that's kind of where that stands. It just, I don't know. I don't know what to think about.
It's
I
going to
don't
be
know
an
what
interesting. It's going to be an interesting year, that's for sure. Yeah.
it is. I mean, and I don't know what to think about it. It's kind of like, I'm just kind of like, man, we're going. Well, we got Kansas in the Champions Classic. I know he's got Gonzaga back again. I think we're gonna have to go to Spokane for that one, like we did year one. I think Indiana's on the rotation now for sure.
Okay.
So this time, I
That's gonna
think,
be a good game. Yeah.
yeah, this time I think we go to Bloomington. North Carolina's on the rotation somehow, but then we'd have to go to Chapel Hill. There's no, oh, of course, Louisville. Louisville's got to come to us this year, right?
Yeah. Yes.
There's, I mean, the non-con schedule is going to be tough again. It is.
It's going to be tough, man. Yeah.
I heard one of the callers you had earlier was talking about the football schedule. And yes, Alabama is our second game. And it's at Kroger Field. It's in Lexington.
So this
and
is
then,
a
and then the rest of like we've got two non-con games, and the second one is Alabama's, which is not a non-con game. And then it's a non-con Alabama non-con, and then the rest of it's all SEC. So Missouri, A&M, Tennessee, pretty sure Vanderbilt's in there. Florida's definitely in there.
Yeah.
So it's going to be tough. But Stein's been killing it though, so we'll see. I mean, Kentucky football looks pretty good right now, right?
I'm looking forward to it. I definitely hope football is fun this year, because that will definitely take our minds off of waiting for basketball season to start and give something to cheer about, and hopefully we can move in from a good football season right into a good basketball season, and just have a good year for the athletic department overall, because it will be a new AD in there. So we'll definitely be past all of that. That's for sure.
And I think Pope's going to have a Bahamas trip or something in August, something like that. I know they've been working on that. So
they need to go further overseas. So get over here close to me so I can go.
You just need to come back to Kentucky, dude.
For real. That too. I got you. Anything else, man, Josh?
No, that's about all I had to say. I just wanted to clarify a few things and, spit my opinion out there too. And I know the chat's going crazy all the time. So, but you know how it is. Nah, we're good, man. I appreciate the time, brother.
Absolutely, man. Thank you, Josh, for calling in, brother. Appreciate you. Okay, go Cats.
Yep, go Cats.
Absolutely. Hey, I'll close you out, okay, so it doesn't mess up the recording. Yep. Okay. If it works, I'm not sure. There you go. So well, so much for the 2-hour show today. We almost at 2 hours and 50 minutes. It never follows the plan. So what? I got to be somewhere soon. It happens. Whatever. we here hanging out. That's what happened with family talk. Sometimes you run over a little bit. I want to throw a plug in for. I missed that again, man. I wish I could have. Let me throw it right here. Somewhere it keeps moving. Be still, man. For Apex Media, the noise that's the. This is a show, guys, that you guys might want to check out, man. Go check it out. Go support these guys. I know that they just getting up with their sports and all this kind of stuff. I'm not sure how long they actually been doing it, but Apex Media, please go check those guys out. Those guys, man, they got the graphics, they got the videos, and which, man, I'm going to have to figure out how they do that, because I want to do the same thing too as well with over here So I have to recognize game when game is good, and those guys are good. So I appreciate it. I watched it the other morning before I went to work, and I wished it a. I was like, man, these guys are doing it right. So they're doing it right. Uh, we will. So just go check out that link. Hey, are you able to? Yeah, we gotta get that name out there. I mean, look, man, these guys before they got started or when they was putting their stuff together, you know where they was at? Right over here supporting my channel, bro. Like the whole time. So just because they start a new channel, for Kentucky, but they do news, they do sports, they do everything. So so if you're into the news, if you into, I'm pretty sure that they do politics, they do all of that. So if you're into all of that for Apex, we use. Oh, see, they use Restream. I should have a little bit. I should have stayed with Restream. I'm using Riverside, but I think I got a way to do that as way too. I just got to figure it out and everything. But yes, if you into all of the news and not just Kentucky sports, please go check out Apex. These guys, they talk. They're well rounded. It appears, yeah. So please go check out those guys as well. Juke Harris, likely Tennessee or Louisville. Kentucky gonna have to get stuff together. Hey man, let's just go. Let's just go win. Let's just go win the whole thing, bro. With whoever we got. Come on, Coach Poe. Do the right thing, brother. For real. No injuries has ruined our first two seasons, and I hope it's like Chris. That's like the little thing that holds me in here. Is like, just can we just be healthy and just see what we do? You know. I was ready for this job. Expectations too high. You fine. Expectations too high. BYU fine with making the tournament. We want to win games in the tournament. Billy got a good point. We don't want to just get to the tournament. We want to win games, and I think everyone is pretty. Hey, Craig, man, appreciate you too, guys. I really appreciate you. And I saw when you came into the room, and I was like, dude, I just watched this show yesterday morning, and I was like, man, that's good. And I'm like, I got to make sure that and when you came in, it reminded me that I needed to mention it. So, man, big salute out to Craig Blanton and Apex. I'm not sure about the guy that helps you or that's with you. I just know you mostly, so I'm not too familiar with his name. But you guys really work good together, man. Really, really good together, and everything's really professional. And so I really appreciate you guys on you being here. Great man, but he is struggling. He's struggling as a coach. I'll be the first one to say it. He's struggling as a coach. He is. I guess my whole thing is that if my kids are struggling, I can't just turn my back on them. I gotta stay there and support them. The outlook might not look good, but I just gotta stand there and I just gotta support them. I don't know anything else to do. Marcus, appreciate it. 3 hours. Well, almost at 3 hours. We almost at 3. Julie, I had no intentions of doing 3 hours today. I was gonna do 2 hours. I was gonna clean up, and then I got some stuff I gotta go do. But here we are. We're almost at 3 hours, and you guys are still here. So I feel obligated that I have to be here too as well. So I need you guys to start disappearing, like cut down. It used to be a time when I used to be like, can we just get 100 viewers? And now like, okay, go down 0, go down to 2. Okay, guys, the show is over. We're going home. But you guys won't go away. You guys just keep hanging around and everything. Maybe we can work it out. Absolutely, Craig. I appreciate that, bro, as well. I'm not good with politics, so we'll keep it to UK, okay? I'll let you guys, the smart ones, do the politics. On what? Letting trolls trash Kentucky band down. Well, Brian, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. Like, I mean, I see what you're saying, and I can do that. But do you think Stephen A, or do you think these other big people just ban people because they don't agree with what we're thinking? I mean, I see the comments, but as you notice, Brian, they're in here But how many of those negative comments actually do I actually take the time out to actually put up on the screen? You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like they're here. I don't necessarily like it, but I'm nobody big to start censoring people. Now, if they start cussing, if they start just being belligerent, if they start just being disrespectful, Brian, I'll be the first one. I'll be the first one. And actually, um, um, Skill Dragon has the opportunity to do that too as well. He can actually do that. He can actually, if he sees somebody that's not acting right, then he has the ability now to go be like, nope, timeout. Kentucky Rick can do it, timeout. So these guys, they have the ability to do that too as well. But yeah, I mean, but if you guys see somebody that is cussing, that is just being disrespectful, like those are the kind of things that yes, I will ban those guys in a minute. I don't want that here. I don't need subscribers that bad. I don't need views that bad. I will not let people come in here and be disrespectful. Um, a UK fan or not a UK fan, we're just not going to have that here. So uh, we took the Aussie punter. Kentucky Football Nation. I thought I saw you in here, big guy. That's another show that you guys need to go check out too as well. Okay, Kentucky Football Nation. Go check him out too as well. Look, man, we're small channels, and we're just trying to help each other out. That's the best we can do. So Kentucky Football Nation, his own channel here on YouTube. Go check him out too as well. Go do that, okay? Please do. We're just trying to help each other out, man. We're not the big shows out there, and we're not going to get the big shout outs, from all the big shows out there to help grow us. So we just got to just help each other, and it's enough. UK fans want to talk UK 24 hours a day, so somebody's always going to be talking Kentucky sports, and so it's plenty of room for all of us. And I'm not going to hate on anybody who's trying to do this. Exactly, and he's good too. He actually knows his stuff a lot. A lot of these guys are so much better than me. I'm not even lying, bro. I have to give respect where respect is due. And some of these guys can walk circles around me with knowledge. As so, but please go check out a show over there. We hit 130 guys. Thank you, Skill Dragon, for following that. I appreciate it. Last call for calls. Is there anybody else out there who wants to call in? There was one more person that was going to call in. I'm not sure if they're still watching. If they're still watching and you want to call in because you're watching, please call in now, or we're going to end the show at about 3 minutes. But I need everybody to stay here. Don't go nowhere. So thanks, brother. Yeah, appreciate that. Absolutely. Yeah, man. Like, bro, I mean, you know your stuff, bro. Yeah. I'll be like, that's good. That's good information. For real. I don't have enough pride that I can't go out here and that I can't promote. I know a lot of here's the two big channels that deal with primarily Kentucky, KSR and Locked On, and Locked On Kentucky. Those are the two biggest Kentucky shows, I think, unless somebody out there knows some that's bigger. There's some smaller ones like mine, but those are the two bigger ones. And I'm not gonna, especially KSR. I go and I look for myself for KSR information for on 3 or to see what's going on. I'm like the rest of you guys. But if I can give another small show like myself a shout out or have everyone to maybe go check out their channels, that takes 2 minutes of my life to do that. That's not gonna kill me. So I like to show support. Yep. So So, Julie, we got to find a way to get you to call in, okay? Players there telling you 100% it affects the players. Maybe you should take the advice and be better. Yeah, absolutely. I still say Billy is available now. Billy Donovan, I don't know. Snake Oil, what's going on, brother? Good to talk to you today in the text, man. I'm not sure if you're on your way back to work or not, but I'm off today and I got some stuff I got to take care of. All real BBN fans are anti-Duke. Yeah, suck Duke. Duke sucks. Let's just be real. Appreciate you being here though, Duke. Thank you. My cousin's a Duke fan. I love him to death. I don't see how you can sit there and trash players. I don't. Yeah, the trash to players. Look, I don't like. I didn't really like how BG finished his career here, but he just didn't perform. But he's still a good young man. He is. All these guys. You know what I'm saying? Until proven otherwise. Now we know that there's some out there who are suspect when it comes to being a good kid or not. But that probably has a lot to do with their upraising too as well. Yep, has a lot to do with their upraising, and that says a lot. It really does. Big Mike, on what part of Kentucky are you from? I'm from Franklin, Kentucky, Simpson County, down by south of Bowling Green. I think I guess you say south of Bowling Green. Yeah, I'm right on the Tennessee line. Down south. I think that's probably where you said. I guess we say I'm from South Central Kentucky. Yeah. I have one Duke employee and two Louisville. See, we can all live together in harmony. Why not? Although I wouldn't want to go, salute to you, Snakeo. I wouldn't want to go to work, and especially after Louisville beat us last year, I wouldn't want to go to Louisville and go to work with those guys. I'd be like, you know what? Today you are fired. Tomorrow you come back to work. I got a phone call, guys. Good luck, Craig. Good luck to you. I don't know what to say to you. That would be rough. It's always good to finish the phone call night on a high positive note. Mr. Williams, I'm not in the mood for a positivity today, so leave it alone, okay? Keep it. I don't want it. Nah, guys,
I
Mr.
thought you
Williams
wanted to leave
calling
on a
us.
high note.
You know what? Sometimes I just need
You
to
know
be
what?
quiet.
Forget them cats, man. I'm mad.
Yeah. Forget that. So if everybody just stuck around, Mr. Williams, he called in earlier, but he didn't
No,
get through.
man.
So he told
Come
me
on.
he said he would call back in. So yeah, Bar Sounds in the house. Franklin, Kentucky has
Yes.
a horseback, I think. Yes, they do, Julie. What's up, Mr. Williams?
Nothing much. You know, I'm just enjoying another Thursday evening with Big Nation. You know, the Big Blue Nation, loyal BBN fan show.
Thank you.
And I'm just trying to, just stay connected to the fans,
Yeah. That's what we do.
Oh, we might have a connection issue, so I apologize.
Can you hear me? Maybe there's a delay.
I can hear you.
Okay.
I think it's a delay, maybe.
You, Mr. Williams. I've already talked.
Trying to see what I can do to help that.
Oh yeah, it is actually there is actually a connection problem.
Yeah, look, you had a lot of great callers.
We did. It was a good night.
Okay, let me see.
Once again, Mr. Williams, I always say,
what can I do?
People call in, and it's definitely not up for me to judge how they feel. Let them talk, and then we go on about the show. Yeah. I think we haven't.
Oh no, absolutely. Let me see if I can go outside and get a better connection. Yeah. That's not good for me, but let me come outside. Let me see if that helps.
Okay.
How's that?
It looks like it's been updated.
Okay. You can't see me, but
yeah. We can
it's a better connection because I'm outside, but Yeah.
Yeah. Can you turn with your turn around and face that window?
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
There we can see it. Now,
all right.
I gotta stop you for a second. What color t-shirt are you wearing?
Red.
Okay.
That's one of our undershirts, man.
Hey, we are going to end this communication. This message is about to self-destruct right now. I'm just playing. I know, right?
What t-shirt, man? What t-shirt are you talking about?
So what you got for me, sir?
I just want to call, look, like I told you before, fans are passionate. We understand that. But as a parent, my job is to be positive.
Yeah.
Like you said, I can't tell people how to feel, but at the same
No.
time, those guys have 30, 35 games to play. How far can they go being critical of them all the time? They get it from everywhere. And like I said, the crazy part is they get criticized by the teams they play and they get criticized by their fans. Go
Yeah.
figure. What do you expect to get? If you get all these 5 stars in here and you talk about them all the time, what kind of result do you expect from them? And people will say, hey, because you get paid, because you come and play. No, when you come and play for a team, you expect support from your
Yeah.
fans.
Yeah.
You don't expect constant criticism. Like these kids haven't even been given a chance to play, and people are saying they might not win games next year. So I don't know what to expect. Like I don't know if they're happy to say "I told you so" if it happens, or if they're gonna turn around and say "I love my Wildcats" if we win the SEC without this support. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but I'm fine. Look, they can say whatever they want. I'm fine with that. But my whole thing is I'm trying to foster an atmosphere where they can succeed. I don't want to tell them they can't do something because
Yeah.
no one in the chat would tell their kids if they're playing sports, their team is gonna suck and they're not gonna win a game.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, I can look in the chat. I want to see them tell me that they tell their kids that their team is gonna suck, that they're going
Yeah.
to come in last place in the conference. They're not going to do anything. No parent with any sense does that. But when it's
That's
not your
true.
child, you feel that's okay. That's the part I don't understand. And that's why I listen a lot because I want to see what justifies what they say. I
I got
graduated from college. Look, I graduated in 93. I got multiple degrees, graduated in 97, and I still support my school.
you. Yeah.
I'm not going in there saying, oh, they're going to suck. I'm going in there hoping that they play well. And if they don't play well, I understand that there's life after basketball. Just like that man called in and said,
Yep.
he has to go on without someone
Yeah.
and figure that out. And this is another thing that it's interesting to me. I wonder why it's so easy for people to leave the players behind when they leave, but they can't leave Cal behind. Aberdeen left. Man, forget him. JQ, oh, forget him. He left. I guess they're going to say it's because they chose it, but Cal is gone. I don't care what happened. He's gone. I love him. He's a great coach, but he's not Kentucky's coach.
Yeah.
He's not. Let's stop reminiscing. He's not coming back. Let's hope if you want Kentucky to excel and achieve, why don't you help the person that's running the program do what you want him to do? Give him the support he needs. Give him all the support he needs, wins or losses. And when the season is over, then you can tell everybody how you feel. But damn, during the season, I'm hearing people say the same thing that the other team is saying. They telling the players they suck on the court. And then the fans are booing them. So that's what I want to know what they would do if they were playing. If they're out there playing and the other team is against you, your fans are against you. So they're supposed to be used to that because now they're getting money. Is that a fan?
Yeah.
I mean, they're human, but all I'm saying is if they don't rock with them, then they're going to talk about the players. Oh, he's a terrible guy. He doesn't say anything. But you're the same guy that said he sucked. Last week you said he sucked, and then he dropped 20, and now you're a fan. Let's be consistent. They want them to be consistent on the court. Be consistent with your support. How about that? How about that?
I told you.
Yeah, nothing
I told you
wrong
I
with
didn't
constructive criticism.
I told you I didn't want no positivity tonight, Mr. Williams.
I'm sorry, man. I should have done that. Yeah, they terrible, man. Let's drag them. What are we doing? What am I doing, man? No, but I mean, that's why I want to come in and ask the questions. I don't want people to ask me anything they want. I'm gonna try to answer any question that you have. I'm just saying, know that I'm coming from a person who has stake in it. I mean, I hear people saying they've been fans for 50 years or 40 years or 30 years.
Yeah.
Is that the kind of fan you've been? Like, you don't think these kids want to go to the Final Four? I mean, you could have been at least Poe made the tournament and won a game each year he's been here.
Yeah.
He's won 3 games in 2 years. We got some people that can't even get to the tournament. We came here hoping to have that experience, and we got it. Do we like how it ended? I mean, I wish I can. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come down there and I'm gonna let them see what kind of schedule these kids have. 6 o'clock in the morning, doing conditioning. 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock class. Then they got to go do lift. Then they got to have practice. Then they got to have individual workouts. Then they got to go eat. Then they got to go study. And then at some time that night, they're trying to do something for themselves. And that's when they go and relax and they got to read what everything people are saying about them. You're gonna suck. You're gonna suck. You're gonna suck. You're gonna suck. But you want them to achieve. You got to help me understand how that's gonna happen. I can look through these comments and look at these same people saying, oh, they're terrible. They're gonna be ranked last. But in another breath, you're gonna say you want them to succeed. I don't understand it. And these guys haven't done anything at Kentucky and they're already being put down. This team isn't going anywhere. I mean, give them a chance. Give them a chance to get in the game and suck. Then maybe you can criticize how well they played, the effort that they put in. But I can remember people saying, man, they could at least give effort. And then when they gave effort and won, we didn't win by enough. We should have beat them by, I mean, damn, what we gonna do? So it gets to the point where, we just can't worry about it as players and as parents and as coaches. All we can do is just play. And when we win, they're coming in to get some validation. Like, man, they said I didn't play hard enough. I gave my all, Dad, and they still dogging me out. I mean, what do we do with that?
Yeah.
What you do? They sitting here thinking about what could have been. When they had everybody, they beat a team that went to, I think, the Sweet 16 when they were strongest. And all they could do is think about what if. And I try to tell people, when I gave you that schedule of Cam's Day, I wanna know what a fan did that day, specifically for Kentucky. I want to know what sprints did they run. What did they do for Kentucky that has them so frustrated and more frustrated than the kids that are actually spending 12, 14 hours of their day dealing with actual Kentucky stuff? And why they think they're more frustrated than them. That's what I'm trying to understand. When Pope has them running up and down, they're going doing community service, all this extra, and everybody's complaining about how they're down. These players are giving their all. They're giving their all, man, and you can't win everything. Just like Cal had that 9 and 16 year, that's what made him cherish the 38-1 or 39-1 year. Because there's a year when it sucks and there's a year when it's great.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that we got to embrace. Kentucky has had, when you look at them going to the Sweet 16, I think 32 times. They got teams that don't even get to enjoy the NCAA tournament. But you can get spoiled. You can.
Yep.
You get spoiled. And look, I want them to keep that same passion, but help this team, help them believe they can do something that nobody else believes they can. Because when they're complaining in there, they're making it so easy for Louisville fans to come in and just pile it on. Kentucky's my team, but they suck. Louisville comes in. You're right, they do suck. North Carolina comes in. You're right, they do suck. And so the kids are sitting here like, man, everybody thinks we suck, and we can understand why Louisville says it and North Carolina, but we can't understand why somebody that says they bleed blue and white can tell me I suck. And I'm on here actually bleeding blue and white and red, the actual blood.
Yeah.
Cam had a surgery, man, and came back. He could have sat out. He could have just made sure his foot was healed. But those kids want to play.
Yeah.
JQ wanted to play. Like, I don't think people know how hard it is to sit there and watch and wish they could help somebody. That's tough, man. It's hard as a fan to watch your team lose, but when you put yourself in their shoes, when you come out there and give the effort and lose, it's not a good thing, man. It's not. It sucks. Losing sucks. And when they get any measure of success, it helps pull them through to the next day, man. I just hope fans will come out and say, you know what? You sucked. You did suck tonight, but I got you. I know you're going to do better the next time. Give your all. That's all they want to hear.
And you know,
That's it.
It's not the whole fan base who's acting belligerent like that or that feel that way. But unfortunately, because the Big Room Nation is so big, even the small amount of people who do come off like that, it's I mean, even that part of a BBN who does it, it's still so loud. So it's hard. It's hard that when people outside people of Kentucky, when they look at that, they just group it all into BBN. It's so hateful, but they don't throw in those little keywords. Some of those BBN fans is really out there. They're really bad, and I think that in some cases it gives us as a fan base a bad look because of that little small group of people. So I mean, but I mean, there's some people out there who will, they will at this particular point, you ain't gonna change their mind, and they're gonna continue to say, yes, this team is not good.
Oh, no, look, I'm not trying to change their mind. Understand. I accept them. You can't choose your family.
Yeah,
You can't choose
that's
them.
true.
If they claim to be fans, we love it. We're going to accept it because you can't control how people do things. We're just trying to say, hey, look, I mean, that's fine. If you're part of the BBN that's going to talk down on the players, that's fine. I mean, it's cool. I mean, just say how you feel because I told you. That's what I always liked about your show. You let
Yeah,
people say what they want to say, and you at least you require that they be respectful.
that's it. That's something
And I
I ask is
understand that.
yeah,
But I'm just saying, you know, I'm fine with it because I can just scroll past. I can look at somebody saying Cam sucked on there, and guess what? I can go right past them and never acknowledge them. If that's how
yep,
you want, that's what you want to do, that's fine. I'm just saying, but if you want the team to get to the Final Four, give them Final Four support.
yeah,
Keep them encouraged. Complain, or should I say, provide constructive criticism. Like when they talked about effort, hey, if that's how you feel, if that's what you see, then the players need to address that, and they need to give
that's it.
maximum effort so that these fans will support them. I'm just
Yep,
saying when they do it, and there are people we can't. I'm not gonna say control because you can't control fans. You just expect more from them.
yeah,
Constructive criticism is fine, but personal attacks, I mean, that's taking it too far. And all you can do with them is just ignore them. You just keep on going. There's nothing that we can do. But see, I don't mind engaging with fans who aren't happy with the players.
yeah.
I'm fine with that. I'll talk to them. Like, tell me what's wrong. Remember some people saying Cam shot air balls. Well, I mean, yeah, he did.
Hey, hey,
He did. You know what
we
I'm
all seen it.
saying? We seen it.
I mean,
Like,
I can't.
I can't sit there and say it didn't happen. They recorded
Absolutely.
it. So, but
Uh,
at the same time, just hey, look, let's support him, man.
so Joe, this guy right here says the anger is towards the coach, not the players. How do you address that,
Who's coaching my son?
Coach Pope?
Exactly. I don't want that man frustrated when he's dealing with him. You know what I'm saying? I want him, but look, I mean, the thing about it is this. What I'm asking them to do for a coach is what I do to coach.
Yeah.
I think, look, do I want Cam to start? I do. Do I want Cam to play more? I do. Do I want him to get more shots? I do. But I can't get up there and act crazy to Coach Pope and expect him to do certain things with Cam. I believe in him. I've seen him coach. I know the only reason we lost in the round of 32 is because JQ was hurt and J Lo was hurt. I know that because I saw what they can do, not just in practice, but in the game. I saw their talent. I saw the team when Cam was thinking about Kentucky. We watched them and we knew they could have gone further, but for injury.
Yeah.
So I know what Pope can do. I'm just praying that we go into this season and we're healthy. That's what my prayer is, because I know what Coach Pope can do. If he believes in these guys, then I know they're going to do well. The players just have to listen to him and trust him. They have to. And I got to trust him too.
Absolutely.
He told me
So
what he wants to do with Cam.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got a comment by Snako. He said, "I'm frustrated with the administration mismanagement of 2 years worth of NIL and Pope's recruiting. I love Cam and the kids, but what they are doing in Lexington has never been is basically not the standard."
Yeah, but when Kentucky was winning all those games, they didn't have NIL. They had under the table NIL.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Then it was not intentionally looking. That's what NIL meant. No, I didn't see that under the table that bad. No, I mean the thing was, it's unprecedented. What you got to deal with, they're not looking at Kentucky as a blue blood. Unfortunately, many people look at Kentucky as an opportunity for number one, basketball, stuff like that. But number two, economic opportunity.
Absolutely.
And you can't fault these kids, man. Not everybody comes from the perfect situation. Sometimes their families are struggling. And so they may want to go to Kentucky, but the better opportunity for their family financially is somewhere else. And so they have to give up their dream of Kentucky and go somewhere else to try to help their family. And that's tough for any kid. Cam wasn't gonna miss it because we don't miss meals. We eat. We have some over our head, and look, we're good. That's his dream. He's living his dream. We don't need that help.
Yeah.
Go live your dream. And
I heard
so
that.
I know they're frustrated, and look, they have more skin in the game with Kentucky than I will ever know.
Absolutely.
I'm not claiming to have the same. I'm not as vested in Kentucky as many of these fans are. That's why the first thing I say is I appreciate all of them.
Yeah.
The happy ones, the mad ones, and the sad ones, and everything in between.
Hey, Mr. Williams. Hey, I'm gonna bring
Yes,
on
sir.
a guy that wants to talk to you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. BBN Unfiltered. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
How you doing,
tell us
Austin?
what's on your mind.
What's up? What's up?
We
Nothing
listening.
much,
Can y'all
man.
see/hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Both.
Yeah. You got me?
I got you.
Yes.
There's a little
What's
delay.
going on? Hey,
yeah.
Okay. My bad. I'm sitting out here in Frankfurt across from Buffalo Trace waiting on this Derby Day bourbon bottle release tomorrow morning.
Got you, brother. Gotta get that bourbon. Okay. Okay, go ahead, man. Yeah.
Hey, man, I wanted to chime in on the conversation that y'all were just having regarding the players and the lack of support, etc., and the frustration that they might be feeling. And man, I just wanted to say, like, man, I think for the most of us, it's not towards the players. And I think when it comes down to it, it's the coach's job to put the players in a good position to succeed. It's the coach's job to lead the charge in, hey guys, there's going to be some negative attention if we come out, we play bad. If you make some bad plays and it loses a game, you might hear some negative flack. All right, man, tough, let it go. It's gonna come in. It will come in. You're at Kentucky, right? I mean, it happens at Duke, it happens at North Carolina, it happens at UConn, it happens at Arizona, etc. But
Mhm.
you're at Kentucky. It's going to be louder than it ever will be. And you came here, you either accept it or you can't handle it. And listen, I think the guys that are there can handle it, but they have to choose to handle it. And I wouldn't say that. And listen, the schedule, Mr. Williams, that you kind of were describing, I get it. No, I didn't play at Kentucky, but I played college ball. Classes in the morning, workouts in the afternoon, back to class, study hall, practice at night. It's a gauntlet of a schedule. But man,
Yes.
everybody else is doing it. Michigan's doing it, UConn's doing it,
Yeah.
Florida's doing it, Gonzaga's doing it, etc. They're all doing it. So like, and I get it. It's tough. It is tough. But we can't make that excuse.
No, it's not an excuse because I just listened to what you said. And you said everybody's
Yeah.
doing it, right?
Yeah.
Well, how come Michigan only won in 89 and Kentucky won 3 times?
Yeah.
So they're
No,
not
I
doing it
mean,
like Kentucky. So that's why I say I can appreciate everything you said. It's no excuse.
yeah.
When you lose, you lose. Let me put that L up there. Oh, I gotta do it like that. Because I don't want
And
it to
we
be
and we and
misinterpreted.
we took
Right. Yeah,
yeah.
let me make sure that's the L I'm gonna put up there. And look, it's no excuse. Kentucky has won 3 times since 89. Michigan has only won once. I think Michigan State
Yeah.
won in what 2000 or something like that. Look, let me ask you this. When you
Yeah.
were playing football, how often did you look at social media and worry about what the fans say?
I play basketball.
When you
But
play basketball,
I yeah. Yeah.
how often did you look at it? Honestly.
Man, back in my day, social media wasn't as prevalent, but I could hear it. I could definitely hear it. It was, at the beginning of Facebook, and Twitter was just kind of coming into play. But
And you
man,
didn't
I
care?
moved even in high school. I moved
Yeah.
into I moved into Georgetown, Kentucky, which is just north of Lexington, which was
Yes.
basketball central in Kentucky.
Right.
Anybody that
Right.
knows Kentucky basketball, high school basketball, Scott County was the dynasty, right? So, man, I caught flack my last 2 years of high school just because I transferred to Scott. People hated me because I transferred in and took other dudes' spot. And I
Right.
know it's funny, but the thing is, like for me in particular, I used it as fuel. I was like, man, you know
Right.
what? Because other people were like, dude, you know, these other guys were supposed to have these spots and play for Scott County. I said, well, tough, man. They didn't beat me out, so where are they at? That's all I'm saying. Like if I'm a coach right now, and social media, it's so bad. And I don't know if you can. If I could, I would say, guys, get off of it. Get off of it. I know that's damn near impossible, but I would at least make the attempt and say, and if you're going to do it and it affects you, number one, and if it's really affecting you, come to me and we'll talk about it. Because that's not what matters. What matters is what my opinion is of you as a player and what my goal is for you as a coach, etc., as a teammate, whatever it is. Who cares what these other dudes think? They don't know what's going on.
Oh no, look, I see your show. I listen to you. I don't
Okay.
have a problem with what you say. Y'all don't personally attack kids.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
didn't know that, huh?
I didn't.
I
And
watch.
listen,
No, I love
I
it.
don't attack players. I don't attack players because I don't believe in that. I'll
No,
attack
but
the
that's what I'm
coach all
saying.
day because Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I watch this show. I know you don't.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with people being frustrated. It's the personal attacks. I had one guy kind of lightweight
And there's
threaten
definitely
Cam.
there's definitely personal attacks. You're right. There are.
Yeah, and I mean, but look, and I come on here just to interact, man. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
sitting here, and I don't want Cam to ever be afraid of confrontation in terms of people saying, "Hey, Cam, you could play better," and because this is my thing, and this is what I've always told both my sons. When you look at Shaq, and I told him there's a reason why people don't attack him, because when you say Shaq, you suck. You're right, I did. I can't hit a free throw. But when it matters, I'm gonna hit the free throw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is kind of like
Yeah.
training. I'm not running from you. You're a fan. You're frustrated
Yeah.
at times. You're happy at times. And you have every right to say that on a podcast. You know what
Sure.
I'm saying? And my response isn't to be negative and say, well, you're not saying everything nice. You're a bad guy. That's not how life is.
No, it's
That's
not.
that's that's not how life is. And
Nope.
and when the coach wasn't playing you, you couldn't go tell him, "Hey, coach, that's not nice, man. My parents out there," because he don't care if your parents out there. He don't care
Dad said I
what you
should be
think.
starting, man. Dad said I should be
Exactly.
starting.
So Cam and I we make it fun because we'll say,
Yeah.
"Man, Austin said you can't shoot. What you gonna do the next game? I'm gonna
I
show
didn't
him.
say
I'm gonna show
that.
him."
I didn't.
No.
Hey, hey, listen.
No.
I
I'm saying we
I've been
make a joke out
advocating
of
for
it.
Cam.
Well, no, but I
Yeah.
mean, people said your
No,
son
I
shot
know.
air balls, and you know what I told him? You right, and I clipped that and showed him. You can't do this, man. And he just laughs like, I know, man. I don't know what's going on. And
Hey,
so,
you
and he
know
turned it
what?
around.
There's been games. There's been games where I hit 7 threes and shot 2 air balls. Who cares, man?
No, but I need to make
There's
sure he's
games.
still locked in. And so that's a joke. And when he
Sure.
says, man, I ain't worrying about that, he stayed locked in. He's just like you. He's locked in. I hit 7 threes. I mean, man, we're gonna talk about the other two. I'm 7 out of 9. Like, come on. And so look, this
Sure.
is fun, man. I love interacting. If somebody came on here blasting Cam, I would listen to him. And if he was right
Yeah.
or she was right, you know what? You're right, man. Austin did suck that game. The 2 air balls, that was terrible, man.
Hey, there was plenty of games I suck, brother. I can guarantee you that. Plenty of them.
But
It's
we
part
built
of
for
it.
that. We built for Kentucky. He cut his teeth on the road from, oh Lord, 8 years old, man, up until now. And it is an AAU. They're real close. They're right
Oh
there
man.
cursing
Hey,
you out.
yeah, absolutely. Hey, yeah.
Elementary.
Well, hey,
So
listen.
we
I had a live call-in show last night, and I specifically said, "Hey, I don't want y'all to sleep on Cam, man. We're gonna have he'll be a junior, right?
he'll be junior, yeah.
He'll be a junior." I said, "We're gonna have a junior Cam Williams, a healthy Cam Williams. He was getting it
Yes.
rolling right before he got hurt. He was
Yeah,
stroking it.
man.
I'm really excited about what Cam can be." So I said, "Hey, don't sleep on Cam, man."
Oh yeah.
Because
And he's coming in.
I played a lot like Cam did.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And look,
I
the coach
wasn't
believes
blessed
in
with
him.
the body and length and athleticism that Cam has, though.
Well, look, he stole that from me. I was much taller than I am now.
He stole
It's
it.
ridiculous. He stole it, man.
Look a little bit.
Uh,
That's
He
funny.
stole it. I gave him a little bit. I gave his brother. They 6'9" or 6'8" and 6'4", man. I was
shoot,
taller than 6 feet.
man, I
But
prayed
yeah,
for that.
man. Yeah. But look, I just want to tell you, look, you keep doing your show, man. I love watching it. There's not enough time in the day to watch every one of them. But I
There's
look, I
not.
joined all of BBN Facebook pages. I come on this show. If y'all had a call, I'm gonna call in your show. I like interacting. This is look, Kentucky is the dream school of everything. You're gonna have a aspect that you really didn't wish you had to deal with, but
Yeah.
that's still not something that you run from. You embrace
No.
that because that's part of what makes Kentucky great. Because you got
Absolutely.
way more people that love you. And so that's my
Absolutely.
thing.
And that's your job as a dad, and I know that you do that. I can tell
Yes,
that you do that. It's Coach Pope's job as the leader of the program and the coach
that's correct.
and the assistant coaches and the administration to reassure these kids because they are still kids, right? And
Yes.
and they still do need that, even though they're being paid, which is part of it. Just in
Yeah.
today's culture,
Yeah.
that's part of it. But they still do need that reassurance. So,
Yeah.
you know,
And that's what y'all do
absolutely.
though. I mean, both of your shows, y'all submit frustration. There's constructive criticism, but there's no personal attacks. This is what's expected of BBN. I see the passion. Y'all want them to win. Y'all want Final Fours, and guess what? We do too. I'm ready to take off and fly out.
I
You
heard
know,
that.
I'm ready to go.
Absolutely. Hey, I'll tell y'all one thing. Hey, and people will call me that a Louisville fan or someone who's a hater or whatever. I have
Yeah.
pictures. I got pictures of me, Tayshaun Prince, and Keith Bogans in my trunk, signed when I was a kid.
Wow.
Okay,
Well,
because I'd go to Tubby Smith's father and son camps, and so I got all
right.
those and literally just sitting in my trunk because I don't know what else to do with them, but. Tell me I'm not a fan.
Wish I had it.
Well, let me tell y'all this though, and I'm putting it out here. I shouldn't even put it out there. But I go to practices, man, and I see those guys, and I turn into a groupie. I stop watching practice, and I'm looking side eye at McGlure. I'm looking like, you know,
Like, damn.
and then they walk by and they say, hey, hey, you Cam's dad? Yeah, yeah, how you doing? You know, and I'm shaking hands
Yeah.
and I'm kind of looking around, and they take off. Man, I call my wife. Man, guess who I saw? Now she don't even know him, but I'm calling
They're
her.
like,
Yeah,
hey, hey,
yeah,
hey, Jamal, can you sign this real quick?
I
Well,
gotta
no,
talk to
see, but
somebody.
see, you got to be cool with it though. You
Yeah.
can't you
Yeah.
can't ask for it when you see them. You just gotta say, hey man, you all right? Yeah, yeah, good to meet you. Yeah, I'm Cam's dad. Like, okay, that's the first thing people gotta understand. I lost my
Yeah.
identity when my children became good. My name is Greg. It's not
Right.
Cam's dad.
Yeah.
But that's but I changed my
Yep.
driver's license to Cam's dad. So I
There
got
you go.
ID, so people know who I am. But I'm
There
a
you
big
go.
fan, man. I'm a Kentucky guy. They were we watch look, basketball doesn't start until midnight madness with Kentucky.
Yeah.
That's when I know the season starts. Every year,
Yep.
we're looking for that. And so
Yeah.
we love it, man. And look, we take the good because it's so much good. And we say bad. I mean, probably a bad choice of the word, but it's a challenge to get
Toxic. There can be
Kentucky.
toxic, and if you look for toxic, you'll find it.
Hey, I love them anyway. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
love them anyway. You show your frustration, that's fine. Some people make personal attacks. My concern is just how the kid may react to it. Because I'm a grown man. Words aren't gonna hurt me. They're not.
That's true.
And so
Well,
I
you
just
know
try to
what? You know
talk to
what
them.
college is for? You know what college is for? Turning
What?
boys into men.
Exactly.
Turning boys into
Exactly.
men.
And
Yes,
like you
sir.
said, can you stay in the rain? And
Yep.
so Cam has dealt with the rain. And when he couldn't play, that was a storm. And so when he came back with a focus. He's ready to be focused this year, and he wants to be a catalyst to Kentucky being what he always saw Kentucky as, a
Good
threat.
for him.
Final
Good for
four,
him.
championship number 9. He's trying to do everything he can now.
I
And
love
look, and
it.
I
I love
appreciate
it.
you. I appreciate you
I
too,
I
man. I
Hey,
appreciate you guys.
I love that he's weathering the storm and he wants to stick it out and make a name for himself because I could see him being a big piece of next year's
Yes.
roster. So I commend him for that.
hey,
Well, I'm
Austin.
letting you
Absolutely.
Hey,
know. The
hey, Austin.
all-time
Hey,
record is 10 threes in the game. He's gonna beat that next year.
What's your show called?
BBN
Being
unfiltered.
unfiltered.
So Austin. So when you get off here, can you just type that in the chat one time for me, please?
I sure can. Yes, sir.
Okay. Hey, I
Thanks, Mike.
appreciate you jumping on, Austin. I saw you a minute ago. I know he was talking, but I'm glad I was able
Yeah,
to get you in there. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I had to find the link. All right,
Yeah.
hey, y'all take care. Be good.
All
Hey,
right.
you
Thanks,
too.
Austin.
Good talking to
Okay.
you.
Have a
All
good
right,
one.
Austin. Love you.
Go
Uh-huh.
Appreciate it,
Cats.
brother. Okay, man. Put your link in there. I'll put your name. Okay. Hold it. Let me. Oh, he got off already.
He got off.
So,
Yeah. Yeah,
Mr.
man.
Williams, man,
Yes, sir.
I always appreciate you calling in, man. We're getting to the point where this show is going to go with a black screen here in a little bit. So I was only going to do a 2-hour show. We almost 4 hours now. So as you said,
Wow.
that's it. Yeah.
Hey, you
So
got to give people more, man. You got to give
yeah,
them more.
I do. I think I need to do. I did that 12-hour show, and that wasn't good for my body. I'm still hurting. I'm not. No, I'm for real. Like real. But I know. So
Well,
when I
I'm
get
trying
out,
to encourage more parents to come on here, man. I'm gonna try to
okay,
encourage many more of them to come on here and
I
interact with
appreciate it.
fans because there are
Yeah,
fans that we don't get to see erupt.
yeah,
And I just want them to know we care about all of y'all.
absolutely. We sure do.
I care about
Yeah.
all of them. They got a question, ask me a question. I don't mind.
Hey, this is the name of Austin's show, BBN Unfiltered on Facebook
Yes.
and on YouTube as well too. And I think he's on social media with that name too as well.
Yeah.
So go
Oh
check him
yeah.
out as well. So yes, we go do that.
Absolutely, my
So Mr.
man.
Williams, it's always a pleasure to have you on. You had way too much positivity tonight from me, and yeah, I'm gonna have to walk. I gotta go walk 4 hours now just to get that off of me, get all of that, remove all that from my. This is hey,
Come
Mr.
on,
Williams.
man.
Hey, Mr. Williams, what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna take this positivity into May, okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I just wanted to do it on the last night. I'm
But I
sorry.
appreciate it. I finished. I think I got 639,000 steps last month. So I got to go. Today's
Wow,
May the 1st. So I got to go get started and I got to go beat that this month. Yeah.
man.
He
Okay,
said,
starting
wow.
tomorrow. Wow.
No, starting today. No,
That's
starting right
starting
now.
today. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
okay,
because
that's a
it's
lot
May
of
the
steps,
1st
sir.
here. So my
Oh, that's right.
challenge
That's
starts
right.
today. Yeah.
What time is
So,
okay? We're
but
close.
Mr.
Okay, I'm gonna
Williams,
get my
it's
steps
always,
too.
it's all, I know, right? 5 steps. That's good enough for me. Mr. Williams, it's always a pleasure to have you on, sir. And
Yes, sir.
yeah, I would definitely appreciate any other parents or whatever that want to come on the show. They're more than welcome to come, and we would love to talk to them. And um, yeah, so so we can do that.
Okay, let's make
Appreciate
it
you,
happen.
sir.
Hey, thank
Absolutely,
you,
thank you,
sir.
sir, so much. And you have my number. If they want to reach out to me first, maybe to go that route first,
Yes.
they can do that too, as well. So we kind of break the ice if that's what they want to do as well. But
Okay.
appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you so much. Okay.
Thank you, sir,
Oh,
for giving
oh,
me an
oh, hey,
opportunity to
hey,
speak. Mhm.
hey. 1 second. Cam's 2 or 3.
I mean, he's either one. It's really going to be whatever the coach wants him to play.
Okay.
So they picked up a lot of twos. So I don't know if he's going
Yes.
to get an opportunity to play it because they
Okay.
have a lot of very good players at the two. So he'll
Yeah.
probably be at the three unless
Okay.
there's foul trouble or something
Yeah.
else. So it'll probably
Okay.
be him and Braden. I don't know what Braden's gonna be a 3 or 4. I don't really know, but
Okay.
Cam is probably gonna be um in a regular lineup a 3.
Okay. Yeah.
But if they want to go big, then he'll be a 2.
Okay, because you wasn't here earlier. Well, I'm not sure if you was or not,
I
but
was.
earlier in the show, a lot of people was discussing what is what is Cam going to be? Because I think a caller called in and he started talking about it. But I think everybody was like, "Hey, man, Cam's most likely going to be playing majority at the 3, unless certain situations
Yeah.
arise that would cause him to be to come in and be a big 2." Because he can guard the 2. You know what I mean? So he can guard the 1 too. But you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So
And I
thanks for
heard him.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
heard the
okay. So yeah, so you
conversation
was
and,
just
and I saw it in the
yeah.
chat.
Yeah.
People like he's
Okay, so yeah.
definitely not a 2. And I'm like, how would you know? You're not the
Yeah.
coach.
Yeah.
And
So
it said
I
he's
just
definitely
wanted
a 3. Yeah.
I just wanted you to kind of clear that up just a little bit since you was here and everything. But yes, Mr. Williams, thank you, sir, so much. I appreciate it. And it's always a pleasure. Craig says hi. Craig Blanton says hi
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
Yes, he says hello. Everybody
Tell them
says
hello
hello.
for me.
And
Yes, you
everybody
tell
says
them all hello. Love y'all.
hello. There you go. Hey, well, guess what? They heard you. Thanks,
Thank you
Mr.
very
Williams.
much.
Sir.
Too. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
thank you. You too.
All right.
Absolutely. Okay. I'll let you
Bye-bye.
out, okay?
Oh,
I'll let you out.
okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I'll let you out. Yeah.
And I'll type in BBN.
There you go. Man, thank you guys for the hospitality that you guys give Mr. Williams. I appreciate it. Once again, I don't expect everybody to agree with everything he says, but thanks for everybody for being respectful. I truly, from my heart, appreciate you guys. So, guys, remember Monday night, I'll be back. Hopefully with BC, we'll be back Monday night at 6 Eastern, and Jimmy and Leah, they'll be back on Wednesday night. Hopefully, maybe we'll pick up maybe another player or so in between then. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please go subscribe. You guys know I like to end the show on the with our song, um, you know, that Leah put for us. So, guys, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. All you guys. Thank you. And Mr. Matt, who called it earlier, salute to you guys and your families, and nothing but prayers for you guys moving forward. So here's our jam.
Yeah. Yeah. Check it out, it's the show. You know, crowd tightened up as we let the flow go. No fake hype, just real BBN talk. It's the loyal BBN fan show. Stand tall.
First time you watch, you're a guest in the zone. Second time around, you're your family or home. So raise your hands, let's make it loud. BBN fans strong, we're here, we're proud.
Thank you guys. Guys, I love you guys. I appreciate all you guys' support, man. It means the world to all of us here at the Loyal BBN Fan Show. You guys, how about picking up a coach? Oh, next 5 years. People still talking, bro. I love you guys, man. It's a matter of fact, look, if you guys want to keep it going, I'll meet you guys in the comment section. So after the show is done, if you guys want to keep talking, I'll be right over there texting right back with you guys. Matter of fact, go over as soon as the show ends and just keep the conversation going for another 10, 15 minutes. Would you guys do that for Big Mike? Let's just keep this going. Love you guys. I'm out. Conversations, texts, comments, I'll be right there waiting for you. We out.